Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our show. Good evening. What a wonderful Saturday night we're going to have tonight. We got a great show in store for you with me, Hezokuai, and my co-host, the one and only Frauditor News Network. Our special guest tonight, the one and only Blue Bear. That's right. Blue Bear's going to be joining us. We're going to have a lot of fun making fun of Frauditors, and later on, we're going to have some special appearances. We're going to have one from Radical Brittany. She's going to have some fun with us tonight, say some funny stuff. We're going to have some bits with her, and we're being sponsored tonight by the one and only Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have a great time tonight. Lots of fun. Lots of Frauditors to make fun of. So join me, Hezokuai, as we have a great time. Get ready. Get set. Let's go right now. Live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Great to see you here on this beautiful Saturday evening, afternoon, depending on where you're at. And boy, oh boy, has it been an interesting week. I'll tell you what. There's been a lot of things going on this week in the frauditing world. The other day, it was a few days ago on, Frauditor Troll on his live stream. He was talking to Witchofheart and Frauditor Wrangler, and then BSBT showed up. Broken system, broken trust. And the thing about him, he's got so many gaps in his teeth, his tongue looks like it's in jail. Yeah, I'll never forget the first time I saw BSBT, but I'll sure keep trying. Don't worry, Josh. I'm not insulting you. I'm describing you. Yeah, I was thinking about Glenn Serio today. It reminded me it was time to take out the trash. Yeah. Anyway, there's lots of newbie frauditors out there these days. My advice to newbie frauditors, someday you'll go far, really far. And please stay there when you get there. Yeah. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's say hello to my co-host, Frauditor News Network, and our guest for this evening, Blue Bear.
Yay! Thank you for having me. And welcome, Blue Bear.
Yes, welcome. So, how you doing, guys? What's up?
How you doing, Blue Bear?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on. Just enjoying a much-needed day off and working on some new content that should be coming out here really soon.
Sweet.
Excellent. If there's anybody in the audience that's not sure who you are, you want to give a little bit more introduction to your background a little bit and plug your channel, please.
Sure.
Also, I have a link to his channel in the description, guys.
If you want to check out my channel, just look at www.youtube.com/@bluebear1. I am an active police officer that works in a department in an undisclosed location. But I've got about 5+ years experience as a police officer. I'm currently a sergeant. And on my channel, I cover a lot of different things. Soft sets, First Amendment auditors, a lot of police cases. I've cut back on doing the officer involved shootings because of all YouTube's restrictions. But I'm learning some different editing techniques, and hopefully that'll be coming back soon.
Excellent. Yeah, I love your channel. It's great. I've been a fan. I've been subscribed for a while. And so I thought for tonight, we'll start the show by sharing one of your videos. This is one of the ones that has a nice, good old-fashioned pit maneuver, which is one of my favorites. Before we get into that, though, did you guys see the police chase? I think it was in L.A. this morning on the news.
No.
Yeah, it was this huge chase. It was this big black truck, a pickup truck, and the cops were chasing it, and the guy was driving all nuts. And then a cop, he didn't pit him, but he was in his way, so he had to swerve, and he ended up driving into a pole. And then like 15 cops just swarmed him and tackled him. It was beautiful. But the helicopters were showing the whole thing live. Ham Banana covered it on his channel. It was pretty amazing. What's up, Hank Scorner? Good to see you, Abby Pullman. Look at all the wonderful people we got here. We got Archangel 3, Jimbo, Chelsea May, Little Chihuahua, Big World's in the house. Abby Pullman, Frauditor Wrangler, Forgive It Jerry, Judy Johansson. So many wonderful people here. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Yes, Granger Renfrew. I always have trouble pronouncing that. Renfrew. Reminds me of Renfield. It's every Renfield movie coming out. Society Red. So many beautiful people. I love you guys. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Granger.
Hey. So let's go ahead and start by watching a video from Blue Bear's channel. So you guys get an idea what his commentary is like and how he's doing. And the fact that it's fun and always fun and exciting to watch a good police chase. As long as nobody except for the bad guy gets hurt. All right, here we go.
Bear here. Today we have Trooper Bird of the Arkansas State Police involved in a vehicle pursuit with a pit maneuver and a foot chase. I'm changing up how I'm presenting some of my videos with less interruption and more action for your viewing pleasure. Let's get to it.
Now, Blue Bear, from your experience, what kind of thing? Because I always wonder about this. What do you think? From what you know about the psychology of these guys, like when they like kind of like brake check and then kind of stop and then go and then run anyway. Like what they're thinking, or like do they think it's going to help them get away? Like they have an advantage by jumping in their car while you're busy trying to walk to their car or something?
Honestly, that is the $1 million question. What goes through somebody's mind when they try to run, or when they think about running? That's a question I've never had answered. A lot of them will say, well, I was scared. Scared of what? A traffic stop for a police officer is one of the most dangerous things that we do, because it's an unknown individual with unknown other people in the car, not knowing what they have in the car. They could have a weapon. They could be a convicted murderer that's on the run. You don't know.
Right.
Next to that is domestic violence situations. That would be, in the top two right there with traffic stops. So when we approach traffic stops, or the way that I approach traffic stops, is I'm always expecting the unexpected. I'm always looking for the unexpected, because that keeps me alive. Yeah. If I always think that somebody's armed and treat it as such, then I'm always going to be on guard. Right. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. And in fact, that's one of the things that drives me so crazy about a lot of the frauditors and sovereign citizens and all these basically anti-cop people, is they never seem to understand that. Like, well, what are you afraid of, officer? What do you think is going to happen? Well, you might get shot. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen. That's the whole point, is you don't know. Just because some random idiot who happens to be filming says, oh, no, I'm telling you the truth and I didn't do anything wrong. Do you think criminals are going to be completely honest and forward with what they're doing?
Oh, absolutely not.
Right.
Oh, boy. That's one of the things that really keys us in, is when, oh, I'm not going to hurry. Yeah. Okay.
Right. And it was interesting because I just saw a video last week of this guy who was, it was a body cam footage of a cop talking to a teenager, and he was talking to the kid because the kid was underage drinking. Like he had a little, like one of those little shot things, or like vodka or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the cop like took it from him, and that was it. And he had a bag, and he's like, "You got any more booze in that bag?" And he's like, "No." He's like, "Well, what do you got in the bag?" He's like, "Oh, it's okay. I'm sorry, officer." And the cop was like, "Okay." The kid was acting a little weird, but he's like, "Okay." And then the kid turns his back to the cop, turns back, pulls a gun out of the bag and starts firing. And luckily he missed, panicked and ran, and then the cop caught him. But like, that's just a perfect example to me of, you could say, oh no, it's just like these frauditors and cop watchers always do. But if the cop believes them, then they end up, in that situation, he would have ended up getting shot.
Yeah. I mean, that's a perfect example of, expect the unexpected.
Right.
And I love when frauditors, like, they wear these jackets and a cap, and they go, well, obviously I don't have a weapon. I'm like, really? Obviously? Do you know the meaning of that word? There couldn't be a weapon on your head, or hiding by the cap, or in your jacket, or in your pants. No, we should take you for your word and just let you go.
Right, because they have a camera. That all of a sudden,
because they have the camera, that means that they're just doing something innocent. They're just peacefully minding their own business, and no cops should ever bother them.
Right.
Well, and here's my thing. If someone wants to record me doing my job, I have no issue with that. As long as they do it from a distance, a safe distance, which in my opinion is more than 25 feet. And they don't try to interject themselves into what I'm doing. I'll be happy to speak to them when I'm done.
Yep.
And tell them what I can tell them legally. But when they want to interject themselves or start with the ad hominems, and create a scene, then yes, my attention is going to move from what I'm doing to them.
Yep.
And luckily in my state, we have laws that we can use in situations like that. It's called governmental interference, which is obstruction in a lot of states. And it doesn't have to be a physical act like some think.
Mm-hmm.
It can be a verbal act. If you're obstructing me from completing my traffic stop or doing my investigation, then therefore you can be charged with that.
Absolutely.
It makes so much sense too. I mean, it always drives me nuts, because how could they not understand, right? Like, if an officer is dealing with someone, and again, you don't know if the person you pulled over has a warrant, or if they're a wanted criminal, or if they have a gun, or if they have a dead hooker in the trunk. I mean, you don't know what's going on. No, seriously,
are you trying to tell us something?
I saw one where this guy had a lady tied up that he just kidnapped in his back seat, and the cops, because they investigated, they were able to figure out what was going on and save the lady. But the point is, like, when you pull somebody over, you don't know what you're dealing with. And these frauditors come up and they start talking to you and saying, hey, make sure you don't violate his rights, you stupid pig, and screw this and screw you. But now you're getting distracted by what he's saying. Yeah, he's not physically doing anything. It's just words. But those words aren't distracting you from that. All somebody who actually wants to kill you needs is 1 second to grab that gun and pull the trigger.
Of
like
course.
That 1 second that you turn your head to listen to Direct D or BSBT or NC Tyrant Hunter or one of these idiots or Wolverine Transparency. Boom. That's all a criminal needs to do something.
Excellent point. I know that Blue Bear was on the plot hole. I saw on Blue Bear's channel on the interview, and it was so good. He debunks every piece of crap that frauditors try to say, and with ease. And if anyone hasn't seen it, I highly suggest, especially frauditors, if any of them are watching, you need to go watch this. You need to listen to this, because he explains it, and don't worry, in clear terms, so a 3-year-old can understand, so you'll be fine. And explains all these stupid things that the frauditors keep spewing that is not true.
And P. Barnes too had a question for me in the chat at 513, if you want to highlight that.
Let's see, where is it? P. Barnes second, 513. Where is he?
It's probably back up a bit from you, but
oh no, that's not it.
It's about 3 or 4 above that. There you go. To answer your question there, P. Barnes, no, I've never had to deal with a soft set, but I am prepared if that ever happens.
That's good. Yeah, I always want to meet one of these guys in the wild because I know their script just as well, if not better than they do at this point.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
and has the reason that I said 25 feet or more is there was a study done that if someone was to pull a knife on you
Yep.
and they are within 21 feet, they can stab you before you ever clear your holster.
Yep.
And they've actually, from what I've been told, now I've not verified this, but the person that told me this, I do have a lot of respect for. They
No,
said
I've heard of
they've
that
actually
study too.
changed it to 25 feet now.
Yeah.
Um,
I've heard of that study as well. Not everyone's John Wick.
well, and here's the thing, 25 feet is not that far of a distance to close in a matter of seconds.
Right.
Mhm.
And especially if my attention is towards a driver or towards somebody that I'm interviewing, when I'm investigating a case, I have to recognize that person coming towards me and try to do a tactical retreat and pull my weapon to defend myself.
Right.
Now, this is something that I hope I never have to do.
Yeah.
But if I have to do it, I will. It's just one of those things that police officers prepare themselves for. It's part of our job. So
Right. It's almost like insurance, right? Like you hope you don't have to use it, but if you need it, you're damn glad you have it.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of like wearing a bulletproof vest. Yeah, they're uncomfortable. Yeah, you get hotter than hell in them, especially in the summertime. But it's your insurance policy. If somebody shoots you in the chest, yeah, it's going to feel like you get hit with a sledgehammer, but you'll still be
live.
there.
Yep. Oh boy. Yeah, that's crazy stuff. Well, anyway, let's get back into this video and see what else we got going on with this person who's obviously gonna run away.
Hey there.
That window don't work, sir.
That's fine. Hey, I'm Trooper Bird with Arkansas State Police. The reason I stopped you is because one, you were driving 70 and a 60 when you passed me by Children's Hospital. Two, the tags don't belong to the car. Do you have a driver's license on you?
No, sir.
Why not?
I'm just going to put on my girl.
Do you have an ID?
Yes, sir.
What is your name?
King Jefferson.
Can I see your ID, please? Where'd you get this license plate at?
It's my girl car. I can call it for you.
What's her name?
Angel Love.
Okay. What's her dad's name?
Sylvester Love.
Okay.
I ain't even got it with me.
You don't have an ID with you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do me a favor. Put your hands on the steering wheel. Don't move. Don't move your hands.
Oh, there goes the stupid.
1037 West Raffles, Blackout.
And if you know anything about Trooper Bird, he's a legend with the Arkansas State Police.
Nice.
Single occupant, black male, black clothing. We just took care of part.
Well, he definitely didn't waste any time getting in that squad car.
Oh, just wait till you see some of his driving skills here in a minute.
Get back on 630 West.
Oh, he thought he was slick. Look at that.
He's setting him up for the pit right here, and the guy brake checks him
Yep.
to try to avoid it.
We're not going to pay anything this break check. We're just to university.
It's so lucky there's no traffic out here.
Yeah, luckily it's late at night, so
Get back on university.
do the do-si-do.
Yep. Where do you think you're going?
We're going into the Target T-Mobile Park complex. But now we're in the parking garage.
Wow. Dude, this is like watching the Blues Brothers. Holy crap.
It goes to a parking garage. What the heck? That was stupid.
Going back toward Target. He came out of the parking garage.
Well, that was so he can take
Now
his
head
picture.
back toward University. Same wrong direction. Northbound University.
You're right, though. This cop is matching them beat for beat driving wise.
Going oh, wait. Going east on Market. East on Market. North on University. North on University. North on University. Left on C Street, going behind First Plaza.
Oh, Nikki Smallboy, thank you for entering. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. You are now entered. Hold on, sorry, I gotta pause for a second and make this make the announcement. So Nikki Smallboy just donated $2, and for the entire month of March, just so everyone is aware, I am doing a second I wanted to do that, not that. Okay. I'm doing a second raffle this month like I did last month. Last month the grand prize was a voodoo doll. This month the grand prize is going to be a full set of all 55 or 110 is the total set of my cards. I actually have a Blue Bear card and a Frauditor News Network card. Like this is an example of the Glen Cereal card, the massive body odor. These are cards of it's Frauditors versus anti-Frauditors card game. Any donation to the channel for any amount the entire month of March will put your name entered, and Nikki Smallboy just got his name entered. Or she, I guess Nikki could be boy or girl. Grand prize will be a full set of cards. Second prize and a copy of my book, of course, the Frauditors Handbook, How to Suck at Life by Being a Frauditor by Hezokuai. And all the other prize packages, I'm still working on figuring out exactly what they're going to be, but I got some good stuff down the pike for you guys. So thank you so much. Let me make sure I get your name added. And while I'm doing that, I will go ahead and put the video back on. Sorry about that, but I have to acknowledge the super chats.
Cut through Park Plaza Mall, headed back toward the University. Very smart one. Markham, headed back to 630 West, possibly on King Street. University now. Left going towards the University, where the whole series used to be. Up towards the University, where the old series used to be.
Terry Barnes, thank you for the $5.
Come here,
Ooh, they got
now.
him. They got him.
Get on the ground. Now, you don't get on the ground, we'll take you. Get your ass on the ground. Get on the ground. No, you're not. Get on the freaking ground.
What the? Oh.
I got one black belt running. Take the deployed. One black belt running for you, Nathaniel. Black pants. Right. Ready to wear. Black pants.
Oh, Blue Bear, thank you for the $5 super chat. Look at that.
Target to the right.
Thank you so much.
Head toward Target for McKinney Street.
I want in on that full set of cards, man.
Absolutely. So,
Still headed toward McKinney Street and University. Heading north on the McKinney Street.
oh, Miss Mandy's in the house. What's up, Miss Mandy? Salacious. Is the rest of this all from his dash cam?
Yeah, it's audio. It should be over in just a second. Because they arrest him here in a minute. You hear it.
Yay.
It kind of breaks up right here for a minute because he's so far away from his car.
Gotcha.
At McKinney and Nottingham. McKinney, Nottingham.
Ooh, Hank's Corner. Thank you for the $2. Notice me. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat, Hank. And you are also entered to get some cards. All right. Oh, NCR News Network, thank you so much for the $2. Count me in. I want those cards too. All right. Space Trucker, all right. Thank you for the $2. Running from the cops is the Dalai Lama of dumb.
That's a fact.
Yep.
So they're saying 10-15 there, which means the guy's in custody. With the help of other officers in the area,
Okay.
Trooper Bird was able to catch the male that ran from him. If you like the new format, please let me know in the comments section on the video. Hope everyone is having a great day, and I'll see you on the flip side.
All right. All right. Excuse me. That's good stuff. See, that's the kind of thing that I like. Oh, look at this Frauditor News Network. Look at
That's
that.
for
This is
Blue
for
Bear.
Blue Bear. Yes.
Yep. So put his name down so he can get a
Again?
full set of cards.
Yes.
Yep. He gets 2 entries.
Yay. Thank you so
Lord
much.
KJW had a good question.
What was that? Let's see. How much damage do police cars take when the officer has to use them to stop someone?
So it depends on how the car's set up. Now, in the case of Trooper Bird, his car is actually set up to do pit maneuvers. It has a full wraparound guard around the front of it off the push bar. So they actually set those cars up to do pit maneuvers. They're trained to do pit maneuvers. Not every officer is trained to do that. Mostly your state police are the ones that do that because of them being on the interstates and major highways more than a city officer would be. You're seeing a lot more city officers getting those push bumpers and the wraparound push bumpers now, because if you hit a deer or if you have to do a pit maneuver or stop a vehicle, it is less damage to the vehicle that push bumper takes all that hit.
That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, that's something that I've actually always been interested in because, like I said, I kind of was joking like about the whole Blues Brothers thing, but like, well, I mean, it's a fact about the movie, but it is applicable too, just in real life. Oh, Stephanie St. German. Hey, I don't.
Stefan. Thank you, Stefan.
Stefan, I don't know if you ever contacted me. You won on my last raffle, and now you're entered into my next one. I owe you a booster pack of cards. Booster pack of 10 cards with the Rash logo on it. This is your pack right here. So let me go ahead and get you also entered into this month's contest for a full stack of cards. All right, and yeah, so definitely just email me and let me know where to send your prize. Oh, James C, what's up? Thank you for the $5. Call it Frauditor guard other than cow guard. Nice, thank you so much, James C. All right. So yeah, it's crazy. What I was gonna say, like what the Blues Brothers thing is, a lot of people don't realize that it was that could never happen. You know, nowadays it can with the CGI and stuff. But at the time, they just happened to be filming the movie when the entire Chicago police force, all of their cars were decommissioned because they were bringing in new, more modern, souped up kind of cars and stuff. So they had thousands of extra squad cars that they could just smash, and it was fine. They were going to demolish them all anyway.
Oh,
but
Stefan,
yeah.
look what he wrote.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, sweetie. That's so sweet. Oh my gosh.
Aw.
Aw.
Sorry for the delay. Please
Love
would
you,
you be kind enough to
Stefan.
send my price to my love cupcake? Aw. That is so sweet.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, and look, it's Cinda Lucian for $2. Add me in. I love your cards. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. All right. All right.
If I get Gunserio, can I wash it first?
Well, I actually have I don't remember the exact wording on it, but my Earl David Warden card, his superpower is you don't need to keep this card. You could use it as toilet paper or something like that.
But why would you want to wipe your? Why would you want to wipe your butt with crap?
Yeah, right. Oh, poop! Working my way to a full deck. All right, because she won. She won a booster pack. So if she wins a booster pack every month, she'll eventually get the full set. All right, Jenny, your name is now added into this month's.
This is so awesome. I love this. I love this show.
Me too. Yeah, we have fun on Saturdays, man. This is great stuff. Space Trucker with another entry for $2. Thank you so much. Can't leave out Little Chihuahua. Oh yeah, Little Chihuahua Big World gets an entry. All right, thank you so much.
I think for Little Chihuahua, I haven't done a video in a few days. I just been busy and burned out. I think she gave me permission, so my cooldown will be on her Chihuahua.
Nice. Oh, that's awesome. Awesome stuff. Do I have a Denver Metro Audit card? I sure do. And I have a Regan Benson card as well.
Somebody wants to know if those cards are made from cut up trifolds.
Radius, that would be awesome.
I like that.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
You're the most awesome people here.
Seriously, I love my people, my crowd. Oh man, rise and shine with Hezokuai, the Rash Crew. Hashtag RASH. But real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but we have to take a quick commercial break. So enjoy the commercial. It's a lot of fun and I love it. Yes, but I'm not just here to promote my book. Please, Frauditors can't save me from these Frauditors. The greatest compliment I ever got in my life. The great thing about growing up in Chicago, yeah, I thought I heard. Thank you. That's fantastic. It's beautiful. Oh, I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you about that. Yes. That's right. I'm going to be a special guest on the Graham and Bob show tomorrow.
What time? I wasn't paying attention. Sorry.
I think it's 2 our time or 2 Central because it's 7 p.m. UK time. So I think that's like 2 our time. So it'll probably be like 1 by you, I guess. Okay. It's going to be a premiere. I'm going to be in the chat. That's for sure.
I'm not sure if I'll be home. Damn it.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Dagnabbit. I was supposed to go to the Strawberry Festival tomorrow. Well, I guess I can't. I forgot all about the premiere. Anyway, so the next video I wanted to show is a this person, I don't know, Frauditor News Network or something. Oh wait, that's you. Yeah, hi. Yeah, I wanted to show your new video. For those of you who are not familiar with my co-host, the Frauditor News Network, she's here with us every Saturday.
Yeah.
And we got ourselves, let's see, her new video we're going to show right now. Link to her channel down below if you guys want to check it out. Also, the clip I just showed for the Graham and Bob show, I also have a link to his channel down in the description. So let's go ahead and see what Frauditor News Network's been up to.
Of unbelievability. It is an area which we call the Frauditor Zone.
In today's episode, Enrique of Auditing America is constantly denied access to the tax collector's office, which results in him going off on a rant in both English and Spanish.
Nice.
To do the brand new
Guys, find Auditing America on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We got 100 million views on the internet. Exposing tyranny. Exposing tyranny. We don't owe you guys nothing. We don't owe you guys nothing.
Anything
You owe
mean?
us. This is a paid service.
Hello, and welcome to the Frauditors Zone. Today we go to the Osceola County Tax Collector Office in Kissimmee, Florida, where we find Enrique, or otherwise known as Elmo, among others, of Auditing America being denied access, which spins him into a flurry of butthurtedness. It's quite amusing, so let's watch.
Okay, step
Call the
away.
police then.
Don't.
No,
Push
call
the
them.
door.
No, I'm gonna go in because
Well-
you can't stop me from
Sorry.
going in.
Yes, you
bro.
can.
Go outside.
You can't
Don't
stop.
get close to me.
You're
can,
the one
and he
stopping me
does.
from going in.
Go over there.
I have the right to go in.
Okay, you have to show some
Yeah,
license.
right.
For what?
You live here?
For
I need to see proof.
sir,
of
this is a
wealth.
public place. Sir.
Yes. I love it.
And he's the one that did the
There we
3 in a
go.
row door
I haven't
slam.
broken the
love
law.
that. You're doing
You're the
work
one.
for
You're the
me.
one interfering in my rights.
What's that now?
He's the one, like the 3 door slams, like he had it on repeat. He did that. Auditing America, and I was like, "That's so awesome! He did the work for me. Thank you." It's good to
He's
see
like,
that 3 times in a row.
I can't believe this guy shut the door on me. And we're like, yes, I'm so happy he shut the door on
Yeah.
you. Oh my goodness. Can we get some preparation H for him as much as he whines in this one?
How much?
Oh,
It's
man.
going to need a lot.
Christopher O'Connor says, I bet you he's going to say you're being disorderly. He always says that. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get back
I
into
think
it.
that this idiot has so many subs because he's just so stupid that people sub to watch him as entertainment. Oh, Stefan, you're awesome. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Always great to have such wonderful support from such wonderful fans. Yeah, he's his 1990s Miami Vice filter. This guy's yeah, it's almost something else.
Dog.
In my entrance. You
This is.
invaded
I'm
my
not. I
job.
know. No, you're
Okay.
interfering with my
Don't
job.
do that.
Actually.
We
You're-
help you out. I
you're
have
in-
your license.
No, I'm being more than nice. I came over here nicely, and you want to be a.
All right, now I want to hear what both of you have to say about this. One of the things that they always say that I hate so much is when he says things like what he just said. You're interfering with my job right now. But it's absolutely been made clear that they're working on a story. What story are they working on? The interaction with the people there. So if his job is to film his interactions with the people, how are they getting in the way of him doing his job by interacting with him when his job is to film
Exactly.
the interaction? Oh my goodness. What do you think about that, Blue Bear? Oh, you were muted. I'm sorry. Hello?
Yeah,
You
I
saying
said it was awesome.
You think it's awesome that he does that?
No, what was the question? I stepped away for just a second.
No, that I didn't know. We were watching a Selmo, and he was this officer's talking to him, the security guard, and he's like, "Well, you're getting in the way of me doing my job, but filming the interactions with the officers is the job. So how is him filming the officer getting in the way of him doing his job when his job is filming the officer?" Like I don't get his mentality.
Get that normal sigh. When we're talking about
It's Ash
frauditors.
Elmo. I mean, what do you expect from that intellect?
Well, honestly, that sigh was the best answer I ever got to that question. It's like, what is he doing? Yeah.
I thought you were talking about her video. I was like, video was awesome, but from what I saw of it, I had to step out for a minute real quick, but I come back right as it ended. So.
No, I was just pausing it real quick. But yeah, no, that's fine. Like I said, I like to, you know, it like I said, it just drives me so nuts because it's so, we all know so well at this point that when they're working on a story and when they're doing their job, the story is the interactions with the other people. That is the job. That is the story. So when they say you're getting in the way of my job, you're getting in the way of my story by being the interactions that are the story, it's just so insane to me that they say that.
Well, and here's my take on that. There never is a story.
Right.
You're never going to publish it anywhere credible.
Right.
They're making content for their YouTube channel to get clicks and views.
Absolutely.
Like Frauditor Trolla always says, these guys are basically prank channels. You know,
Pretty
pranking
much.
the cops or the regular people, whatever.
And it's eventually YouTube is going to do to the frauditors what they did to the pranksters, and they're going to shut them down.
Yep. I can't wait for that. Anyway, let's get back and see what happens next to this idiot frauditor.
and walk away and close the door. You dog.
Oh, yeah, of course. And I've seen this video before. I'm glad that he doesn't get in.
The whole video is of him outside. He never gets in. I love it. Look at him in the reflection. He's just...
I have the right to go in there, dog.
I don't
I have
care.
the right
You're
to
not
go
going
in there.
He just walks back and forth and rants. He's so pathetic.
See, that's why we had 2.3 million views last time we were here. 2.3 million views on the internet. Thank you very much. Stupid people like yourself who don't respect our rights. ¿Qué vas a ayudar tú? Tú eres un
I think
zángano que no
the
respeta a
2.3
nadie.
million, what he's talking about is the 2.3 million brain cells he killed smoking paint.
Yeah, really. Did he ever have that many to start with? I don't know.
Yeah.
Es para mi suegro, que está con máquina de oxígeno, a ver si le puedo sacar la que cumplió año el 19.
Falta de respeto. Falta de respeto a lo que son ustedes. Falta de respeto a lo que son ustedes. Lo que tienen que botarlo a todos como bolsa. Eso es lo que tienen que hacer a ustedes. Irrespetuoso. Vine con buen carácter.
And there's so many cuts in this video. I don't even know what's going on half the time. Like, I wonder what he cut
How's
out.
your service here today, sir?
Here?
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, he's like a vulture just hanging around outside. I just love the fact that they won't let him in. It's beautiful.
Yeah, this guy is not taking any crap. He's not even willing to listen.
Besides
He's
being
just like,
disrespectful to the public? Yeah.
No, he's just being
Guys, find Auditing America.
ignoring you.
Right? That's the thing that I love too, is like these guys always talk like they're the general public, and all the other members of the general public that don't want to be filmed, that don't like these guys hanging around, they're not the general public. Only the frauditors are the general public. Everybody else can screw. Right?
Well, it's rules for thee, but not for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man, such disingenuous douche canoes. That's what I always say.
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We got 100 million views on the internet.
Sure, he has 100 million views on the internet. Give or take 100 million views.
Exposing tyranny. Exposing tyranny. We don't owe you guys nothing. We don't owe you guys nothing. You owe us. This is a paid service.
Anything. We don't owe you anything. Listen. Can anyone anywhere show me one video where he actually exposes an actual tyrant? One.
Crickets. No.
I've never seen one.
I've never
Nope.
seen it either.
No respect for the First Amendment. We have the right
No respect for you because
to
you're
go
an
in
idiot.
there and video record. Why? Because we have the right of freedom of the press, which is the First Amendment.
Okay, stop it right
They
there.
want to waive my Fourth.
Here we
So
go.
here's the thing, and this is what frauditors don't want to talk about: non-public forum, limited public forum,
Mm-hmm.
and public forum.
Yep.
Yep.
This BVL office is a non-public forum. He's not there to redress his government.
Nope.
Freedom of the press has nothing to do with public building. There are time, place, and manner restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Otherwise, you would see the local news stations walking into these offices without an appointment and filming. But
Yep.
do you ever see that? No.
Nope.
So
That's
his
exactly right.
so-called freedom of the press First Amendment right is bullshit. Excuse my language.
Well, no, yeah, that's true. And yeah, you don't have to. Don't worry. On this channel, you're the guest. We want you to feel comfortable. Say whatever you want. It's all good.
And I had this tried to have this conversation with Long Island Audit when he was on the plot hole.
Mhm.
I asked him if he could explain to me the difference between a limited public forum, non-public forum, and public forum. His answer to me was, "I'm not an attorney." So I rephrased the question and said, "In your opinion, what is the difference between a public forum, non-public forum, and limited public forum?" And he still didn't want to answer because he knows that the answer to that question will debunk every single thing that he does pushing his narrative.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And they avoid it like the plague.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
They are the plague.
They are the plague. Yes, the new disease facing the nation. It's called First Amendment auditing. Yay!
Yeah. AKA
And
Friday.
NCR, yes, I have seen that, and they do get owned.
NCR, what was he asking you for about?
He said if I ever seen the video about Auditing America, fake Mike Real News getting owned by Columbus PD, and
Oh, yep.
yeah,
Yep. That's good stuff.
Amendment in order to exercise my First Amendment. Well, no.
What a butt munch.
So pitiful. He just walks back and forth, looking in, filming. Aw, poor thing. Looking at all the people that are allowed inside while he's forced to stay outside like a dog. Well, the only difference is that I would feel sorry for the dog. But in this case,
So, Hez,
Love
I've
it.
got to address something here in the chat.
Okay. Are you going to talk to Quiet Lamb?
Yes.
Okay. I saw that coming a mile away.
So, to answer your question, Quiet Lamb, or statement rather, Quiet Lamb says the press can go any place that the public can go. They have no more or less access. You are 100% correct. But the difference between these idiots and the real press is they make appointments.
wow, imagine that. And
They
have
call
morals
ahead and make an
decency.
appointment to access that to film. That's the difference.
Thank you, Kimberly.
And they don't dress like they haven't changed their clothes in a year.
Well, and there's so many things like, for example, just the other day, I was watching a video on my morning stream where this guy was in court and he was filming in court, and the judge was saying, you can't be filming in here. And there was an actual legitimate member of the press that was there filming at the same time. And he's like, well, how come you're trying to kick me out of the courtroom, but you're not trying to kick that guy out of the courtroom? And I think it was, well, right. But they said, like, well, you have, because he's like, well, what are you trying to hide? How come you don't want me to film? It's like, okay, how about trying to hide the identities of the jurors? How about the identities of the victims? How about the people that we know that the legitimate press guy will blur out their faces or will redact their private information? We don't know what you're going to do with your private camera footage.
Well, and here's the thing. Courtrooms have been designated by the Supreme Court as a non-public forum. And that press probably contacted the judge beforehand and had permission from the judge and the court to be in there to film that. And I'm sure the judge had certain restrictions that they agreed to before they were allowed to come in, such as not videoing the jurors, not releasing any certain information.
Right.
I'm sure there was rules that they had to follow and agree to be able to do that, or they can be held in contempt of court.
Right. Exactly. See? Oh, wait a minute. I'm so used to dealing with frauditors. Blue Bear, you know what you're doing? It's called logic. You're making sense. Oh, no. Who would have thought that was still a thing? Oh, my goodness.
Can I just say one thing?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to, for my own channel, I'm sorry. But my next cool down is going to be of the Chihuahua. And that I'm going to do Leland Squirrels. If anyone watching that watches my videos wants to showcase their pets on my cooldowns, please email me at frauditorsnetwork@gmail.com. I would so love very much to showcase your pets. Okay, that's it.
Look, Lisa already got her voodoo doll that she won.
Nice. All right.
Yes. I hope you like it. You got the cards and everything in the book too? I hope so. Well, yeah, it was all in the same box. All right, excellent. I'm glad to hear that you got it. See, now there's proof. Anyone who doesn't know that my raffles are legit. They got their prizes. Excellent. Yay. All right, so let's watch some more of Asomo getting denied. And one of the things I love about this video, by the way, before I get back into it, is so many of these videos, you see these guys, like at the end, we always get excited if we see them get arrested or get trespassed or whatever, but none of those things happen in this, but it's even better. He never even gets in the building in the first place to get to that point. It's beautiful.
Sorry, it was just a question that was missed what I said about pets. If you want to show your pets on my cooldown video, please email me at frauditorsnetwork@gmail.com. Send me videos or send me links to your pets. I would love very much to showcase people's actual pets on my cooldown. So if you want to do that, please go ahead and do that.
Yes, excellent. Yeah, definitely. And if you guys don't know what she's talking about, we're watching one of her videos right now. And you see at the end of her videos, because frauditors get you so worked up and so angry, she has a frauditor cooldown at the end of all of her videos where we just have spent some time with some cool animal footage. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's cute.
Sorry, just to remember, there's still good in the world and to calm you down. So when you finish my video, you don't want to go out and kill someone.
Right. Oh, that's awesome. So speaking of which, let's get back into Asomo Stupidity. Also, I want to give a shout out to Vilified Freedom. It looks like there's a lot of people in the chat saying they got sent here by Vilified. Vilified's always been a big supporter of the channel. Love you guys. Thank you for coming.
Touch of therapeutic. Absolutely, Leland.
You know, this guy's, he's acting like a stalker.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
They always do. They're so creepy.
And did you notice that big sign in the window that says appointments by pre-schedule only?
Yep.
And I can't read. They don't want to read. I love this woman.
Here we go.
Oh, she about to go off
You better
on him.
stop recording me. You better stop recording me. When I get out, you're going to see who I am.
I don't think I would do that.
Yeah.
I'm shaking, guys. Look, guys. Look, guys.
I He's do walking believe away. he is scared. That's why he started walking away real fast and is no longer filming her. Oh, by the way, this video is very highly edited by the Ass Man or Ass Elmo, whatever, and all the subbing cards are from him, not me. If these are the clips that made it into the video, can you imagine what he took out? Now, how is this exposing tyranny? I mean,
Yeah. Look at these horrible evil tyrants. Oh no, what are they doing? They're conducting business. Okay, and what?
You have an appointment?
No.
Okay. I'll be right back with you.
Like seriously, what kind of life is it where you have all day to just stand outside a building filming it like this?
I'm going to keep
Yes,
my
sir.
comment to myself.
Okay. So can I see your license?
hey, Hezekiah, can you pause this for a
Plate, by the
second?
way?
Sure.
Okay. I just
I forgot. I wanted to mention something that Doc Danger had mentioned about. I call him Humpty Dumpty, but what the hell's his name?
Which
Josh
one?
Abrams.
Oh yeah.
He said that he was in some kind of chat with him or something, and he's a really nice guy, and he was surprised to see his videos. And Josh claimed that it's not really him; it's just like a character he uses. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. What kind of person would make a character like that goes out and harasses people? Is that any better than someone that legitimately goes out and harasses people without making up a character? Like, it's one and the same. So
Right.
I wanted to mention that I have no sympathy for this dude.
Well, and that
Not
goes
Doc
back
Danger.
to that goes back to the whole point of it's for clicks and views. It's a show.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, and I think that was the point Doc Danger was trying to make. See, I know a little bit more about the history between Doc and Josh Abrams. Like, the point he was trying to make is they actually were friends, like real life friends, before he realized that Josh Abrams was a frauditor. He didn't even know what a First Amendment audit was. But Josh has always stated quite clearly that he plays a character when he does his audits and that he doesn't really feel this way or that or whatever. But the
So
point
he's
is,
lying for clicks and views.
but this is the thing.
He's
If
still an
you're
ass.
playing a character whose ultimate goal is to get real people fired from their jobs, your
Yes.
fake character is getting real people actually fired from their real jobs. Like,
That makes you know better.
right. But at least I think the point he was trying to make is that at least, if nothing else, at least he admits that he knows it's all just for show and doesn't actually care about freedom or civil rights or any of that stuff.
Well, he should admit that on his channel.
I've
I'd
heard
like
him
to
say
see
it
that.
before.
Really? Okay. I don't watch him that much. He's
Well,
terrible.
because
irritating.
it makes you sick.
Yeah. He's, what was that?
The video that really drove me nuts with Josh Abrams the most was oh, look at this.
Oh,
Blueberry mask.
Stefan. You're so awesome, Stefan.
Oh,
Aw.
And Stefan, my response to that would be, that's a civil matter, not a criminal one.
There you go. All right.
I love you, Stefan. You're so awesome.
Yes, indeed. And thank you very much again for the super chat. But yeah, that's exactly right. With Josh Abrams, the thing that made me so mad at him more than anything else was that one video he did a while back where this girl, and again, we don't know her story, but neither does he, but it was something where like she had like an ex or somebody that was a stalker, somebody that was trying to find her, something bad that happened in her past that she did not want her face plastered on the internet so that whoever this person is could find her. So when she asked Josh to stop filming and he refused, she started crying, quit her job, and he was laughing about it. He thought it was so funny that he actually got this stupid Karen to freak out so much that he actually quit her job.
Yeah, that's not a character. That's his real side.
So
Yeah.
here's a question to that statement, Hez. How would Josh Abrams feel if this woman's stalker actually found her and physically harmed her because of his video?
He wouldn't care. He'd probably laugh.
Or he wouldn't believe it. He'd deny it.
I really think he wouldn't care. I really, truly believe that.
In my opinion, I think he should be charged as an accessory after the fact.
I believe so too.
I see what you're saying. If it happened, he should be charged. Yeah.
He's responsible for inviting her.
His actions are the causation for the physical attack.
Yeah.
I agree.
Absolutely.
Now,
I agree 100%.
Is that going to happen? Probably not. But in my opinion, I would like to see that happen.
Unfortunately, it's going to have to happen. For the simple
fact that his actions cause someone else to be harmed.
Right.
And unfortunately, it's going to have to happen a few times before laws are enacted to, make them responsible. And, people are going to suffer.
Well, and here's the other thing that either one, they don't care about, or two, they don't know. And I'm going to go probably more with one than two. Right. They are going to create more restrictions for citizens here in the United States.
Yep, that's
because of their actions.
Yes. Mm-hmm. They're not helping our freedom, they're hurting it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I harp on that all the time. And one of the points that I like to make too, because I've been seeing it more and more recently, is that they keep talking about they want to educate people, right? And when somebody comes up to them and says, like, I'm talking about random people now, not any kinds of cops or people that work in the public sector, just random people, customers in the buildings they audit or people on the street. When people come up to them and say, please stop filming me, and they refuse to stop filming them, or in most cases, film them even more because they asked not to be filmed, more and more people are realizing they're trying to educate people that you can't make me stop filming. That's what they're trying to educate people, is that I have the right to film whether you like it or not. And what people are learning isn't that. What the general public is learning is they don't like these guys. The cops can't stop them. So now they're starting to take things into their own hands. And I'm seeing more and more videos of people snatching their phones from them, of them flat out giving them a beat down, attacking them, going after them. I'm seeing it more and more because the general public is learning the cops aren't going to stop these guys because technically what they're doing is legal. So I'm going to take it into my own hands.
And what do these idiots do when that happens?
They call the cops.
They call the cops. And Quiet Lamb is I don't know who this Quiet Lamb is. I've never seen him.
He's a follower of mine. He comes to my morning show every day and talks. He's a troll. He's our resident troll.
Okay. So a man with a camera is responsible for another person attacking a third party. If you would open your ears and close your mouth and take your fingers off your keyboard, you'll understand what I'm talking about. I was nice the first time. I'm going to be less nice this time.
Here we go.
All right, we're getting juicy now.
Yeah.
If a man with a camera films someone that is hiding from a stalker, and that stalker finds this person due to the responsibility or actions of the man with the camera, in my opinion, I think that man with the camera should be charged. If that person that was being stalked is physically harmed by their stalker due to that person seeing that video and finding their location.
Yep.
It is a complicated process that you may not be able to wrap your simple mind around.
Just like if you see someone drowning, or you see someone getting killed, and you do nothing to stop it, can't you be held liable for that? Isn't there like a law that holds you as an accessory or something because you didn't stop it? I
Well,
believe. Am I wrong?
here's a perfect
There are
example.
Good Samaritan laws.
Yeah, you're covered under Good Samaritan laws. But here is a perfect example. And I'm going to use me, you, and Hez in this equation. So if we all go to rob a bank and Hez is driving the car and you and I go in
He's like, oh yeah.
and rob the bank and we shoot somebody and kill them, even though Hez was not in the bank, in the act of committing a felony of robbery, he's still responsible for the homicide.
Yeah, he contributed to it.
Yep.
Because he was participating in the act of the felony.
That's right.
So that's kind of where my logic goes with that. Now, I'm not an attorney. I'm not
Well-
giving legal advice. Let me go ahead and give my disclaimer here. These are my opinions based on my professional experience and personal opinions.
And here's the thing too, and I think this is very important. I have become very good at listening to people. I pride myself on being very good at doing that. And one of the things that I don't think that he was hearing is you didn't say that you know for a fact if that happens that they'll get convicted. What you were saying is that you think that that person should be charged.
In my
with being an
opinion.
accessory after right. Like you didn't say he's going to get convicted of doing
Now,
it.
there's no, I don't know if there's any laws on the books in those states where this occurred.
Right.
And if it crossed state lines, then it's going to be, it could be a federal case because it's in multiple jurisdictions. You know, it's a very complicated process. And again, I'm not an attorney. These are just my opinions, which we all
they're
have
damn good
opinions
ones.
and they're like something else.
Sorry.
And you all know the adage,
That was
Yep.
Salicious comment.
you know.
Yeah. No, Salacious said, hit the like button, pretend it's Regan's face and punch it.
Sorry,
Regan
Blue Bear. I
Benson.
wasn't laughing at you. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I know. But you know, these are my opinions. Also, my opinion is if these frauditors want to go out and commercialize their freedom of the press, and I'm using my air quotations here, they should have some type of licensure. Now, I am not 100% sure on this, and I have not researched it. But I believe if you do filming for commercial reasons, you do have to have releases. I may be wrong.
Well, it depends. There are different rules and regulations with that kind of thing, but ultimately, that's one of the many reasons why the script has to have them insist to be press, because the whole no expectation of privacy in public doctrine, the idea behind that is like if I'm a tourist and I'm in Disneyland and I take a picture and 1,000 people walk by, I don't need to get releases from the 1,000 people who walk by because I just happen to catch their image. But that's completely different than what these people are doing, even though that's what they use as an excuse to do what they're doing.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you're with your kids at Disney World and you want to take a video of them with Mickey and somebody happens to be in the background, that's all well and good. You're not commercializing that. That's for personal use only.
Right.
You're not going to publish that on YouTube to make money off of it.
Right.
I think if it's for profit or commercial revenue, that there should be some restrictions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I mean,
laws, rules,
again,
regulations.
That is my personal opinion.
Hey, that's good. That's why I wanted you to be here, because I like your opinion.
Yeah.
I love hearing it. Like, I don't know. I mean, there have been a few other panels in the past that I've been on that you've been on, you know, but we haven't really talk until today. But yeah, I've always loved hearing what you have to say, because there's so many people, and that's part of the idea of what we're trying to do here on this show, is there's so many like-minded individuals that have their own opinions, but everyone's different, right? So hearing different points of view on the same subjects, and yet we all kind of come together on the understanding that however you think of it or look at it or what your opinion is of it, the facts are these guys are wrong. What they're doing is wrong, and we can all agree on that. You know.
Well, and here's another one of my opinions, and you can take it for what it's worth. You know, them making money off of people losing their jobs and losing their careers and them antagonizing people. If you take the money away, they'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As soon as you take that dollar that they're making away,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look at like SVG News.
Ugh.
He's making 6 figures a year, supposedly or allegedly or whatever word you want to use.
Right.
But there are some people out there making 6 figures plus a year by antagonizing the public and antagonizing police officers. You know,
well, let me tell you something, because I've been following SGV really closely the last couple of months. Him, Casey Cameraboy, Peter Libre, that whole California crew, and it seems like within the last 3 or 4 months, they've kind of taken a complete turn to where now almost every video they post, they are just harassing literally random people on the street until they call the cops, and then being so sweet and nice when the cops come. Oh, thank you, officer. I'm just a poor innocent victim who was standing on the corner filming, minding my own business when I was attacked by this vicious, evil, no good, rotten person who yelled at me just because I was filmed. And it's like they're so nice to the cops. It's like they just completely flipped it. Now they don't even try to hide it, and they're just there to harass random people. And
Sendolution has a great point. If YouTube demonetized that style of video, they would all find something else to do.
Oh yeah,
and that's why when I hate these comments, they're like, "Oh, but your channel's monetized." Like, we don't get it. It's not about the money. It's the fact that if these channels were demonetized, they wouldn't do what they're doing. It's not that I am against anyone making money. It's just I think that they should, stop getting money for harassing people. And this way they'll find, I don't know what else they would do. They have no skills and they're just low, but at least they would stop doing what they're doing.
Well, see, my channel's monetized. This is a hobby for me.
Mm-hmm.
I have a full-time job that pays my bills.
Same here. Yep.
I don't have to do this.
Mm-hmm.
I do this because I enjoy it. I don't cover a lot of frauditors. I did it first, but I'm slowly backing away from that. Now, if there's certain ones that do stupid stuff, yeah, I'm going to cover it. But I'm trying to focus more on police videos, police interactions, police chases, things of that nature. Because here's the thing. The frauditors will go away just like the flat earthers.
You know what? I don't know if you... Sorry.
It's going to happen.
There's a video that Blue Bear did that I love. It was about how like Frauditor showed a video of officers manhandling whatever, a suspect on the ground, and they only show that interaction. And if you see it, you're like, oh my gosh, they're what are they doing? Those horrible tyrants. But then he shows the rest of the video where the man was shooting at the officers. Yeah. And it takes on a completely different look now. And I love that video because it exposes them for how they lie.
Well, and I did one video where the guy jaywalked in a drug neighborhood, and they end up going out on these 2 guys. It was a couple of drug unit guys. They end up wrestling this guy to the ground. He pulls a gun out of his waistband that was all painted up with gang taggings. If those officers wouldn't have been aware, they could have gotten killed.
Yep.
And they literally had to fight this guy for their life. People
Yeah.
don't realize. Well, let me rephrase that. The general public does not realize a lot of what police officers go through on a daily basis, especially in bigger cities.
Totally agree. Yeah.
You know, I'm fortunate enough to be in a place that's not so bad. The defund the police movement has not hit my area as hard as it hit some of the others.
Well, it didn't take long once that defund the police started getting some steam. Now they're offering $20,000 sign-on bonuses to become an officer, because as soon as they started doing that, they realized, we just opened the door for insanity.
Well, they realized that their crime rate went through the roof.
Yeah, look what
And
happened in Chicago.
And they didn't have enough officers to enforce the laws of the state and the city.
Yep.
You know, it was like, oh, we're going to defund the police. We shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. Oops.
You know,
Oops.
it's one of those things that you might want to listen to the people that's doing the job instead of the people that's managing the checkbook.
Exactly. Hey, everybody. Miss Mandy only needs 12 more subs to hit 1K. Go, if you're not subscribed to Miss Mandy 777, definitely go to her channel right now and subscribe.
Yeah.
So in the
Run,
meantime,
don't walk.
on that note, let's get back to the rest of this video. Having fun watching Selmo not get into the building he's trying to get into. Yay!
Just wave your Fourth Amendment.
Thank you.
Fourth Amendment, so stupid.
Te
He
jodiste.
doesn't understand the Fourth Amendment.
Now, wait a minute. He said,
No,
what
he-
about the Fourth Amendment?
He said, just waive your Fourth Amendment because he handed over his ID.
Yeah, the guy asked him for an ID. So
Okay.
when the guy gave him the ID, he said to the guy who was giving the officer the idea, yeah, go ahead, waive your Fourth Amendment.
Okay, here's the thing. They're verifying you are who you say you are for your appointment.
Yes. Exactly.
And the Fourth Amendment is against unreasonable searches and seizures.
Thank you.
There's
And that
They
was
always
neither.
forget.
unreasonable about
They
that.
always forget that one word. Unreasonable.
Yep.
Yep. Well, in their minds, everything is unreasonable.
Yeah. If they don't like it, it's just unreasonable.
Well, if they
Like
really want to,
Nazi tyrants.
if they really want to understand what unreasonable is, just go stand in front of a mirror.
Really? Yeah.
Yes. I love that. Oh,
Turn your
boy.
camera to selfie mode.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to be AFK for a minute, guys.
Okay. I can't come in.
They continue to violate our rights over here at the Osceola County Tax Collector's Office in the BVL area, Buenaventura Lakes.
If this is the case, why is everyone else inside and this idiot standing outside ranting about how they're violating everyone's rights? Why wouldn't everyone else be outside with him? This is like creating a petition and only getting one signature. Yours.
Don't be recording me, please.
Oh my God, I'm not here to film you, bro.
You are, though.
I'm not. That's the same reason I'm here, because these crackers think they can tell us what to do.
Those what?
I'm standing up for your rights. I'm not here to film you guys. People just don't get it.
For our rights, so they think they
Did
can
he-
tell us what to do.
Did he just say those crackers?
Yeah.
Oh, he's not racist
That's right.
or
They don't
anything.
get it. No, asshole or Selmo, whatever, is the only one that feels like any rights are being violated. That's because there are no rights being violated here. And one day, someone is going to finally get fed up with this nonsense and really violate his rights. And it won't be pretty. For this segment of the Frauditor Fatigue Cooldown, it was requested that I do it on baby goats, so I hope you enjoy it. I love it. Look at
See, these are the Frauditor cooldowns. I love the
Listen to
Frauditor
his little-
cooldowns.
I forgot what they're. His little spoon.
Salacious, that Discord invite is invalid that you just put in the chat. I tried it.
Oh, is it to my Discord?
I think so.
Let me, I thought I had Discord open.
See, now I love them, and I love doing these cool downs. I looked at the analytics, and it looks like just in every video that I looked at from the analytics, the viewership dropped significantly as soon as the cooldown started. I'm like, okay, I know that's hurting my channel, but I know there's a few people that love it, and I mean, I love doing it. I love, looking at all the animal videos, so I'm going to continue doing it.
Yeah, and I mean, to be perfectly honest, every video on YouTube generally goes down as they're usually top heavy with the views and drop off near the end. Like that's kind of standard.
And then people have accused me of just doing it to extend the video. I'm like, but it's at the end of the video. So if you don't want to watch it, you can watch the whole video that you want to watch, and the cooldown's at the end, and then you just close it out afterwards. So how am I trying to extend my video and get more money? Most people don't even watch it.
Right.
Salacious, that one worked.
Oh, she fixed it? All right, cool.
Yep.
All right, so now, that being said, let's see. Let me get this next bit up here that I wanted to show today. And let's see. Let me get this set up real quick. What do I got? I just did that. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the audience participation part of the show.
Woohoo!
Yep. You know what time it is.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for your favorite game. Who's that douche canoe? All right, guys.
Holding a gimbal could be anybody.
Guess whose silhouette that is?
I'm going with Rogue Nation.
Any guesses? Who do you think that is? Who's that douche canoe?
I think it's Rogue Nation. I don't know.
All
they all
right.
have gimbals.
I'm either saying Rogue Nation or MCC.
Okay, so we got Rogue Nation. A lot of people are voting for Rogue Nation. Someone said SGV.
There's a Georgia Transparency.
No, way too
Georgia
thin.
Transparency. Another Rogue Nation. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Bay Area Transparency. Georgia Transparency.
No, that's way too thin for GA.
Hello, Care Bear. Welcome. We're playing Who's That Douche Canoe? Oh, wait, let's see. Who is it? It's Rogue Nation.
Rogue Nation! I was right. Woohoo!
Yep.
Oh my god, when you can tell a Frauditor from his outline, that is so bad.
Right? And he's got the Majorly Awesome shirt on.
Oh,
if you look at the
Lord.
front of the shirt, it says awesome, and the back says Lee. Majorly Awesome.
Oh my gosh. You can
Yeah,
tell from his
he's
outline.
majorly a douche canoe.
Yes, he is. And that's why he's on Who's That Douche Canoe? And so now, ladies and gentlemen, as always, after the Who's That Douche Canoe segment, we have to go to our street reporter, Radical Brittany, to see what her opinion is
All right.
of the douche canoe. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Radical Brittany.
Thanks, Hez. Rogue Nation. OMG. Like, rogue to the max. Like, totally barf me out. Ew.
Happy with a
So
spoon.
lame. Like, his whole fraud-splaining technique is so bogus with all the false equivalencies and illogical logic. Like, what's your damage, douche canoe? Oh. Back to you, Hez.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for that report. Yes,
Go
yes.
subscribe to Witchofheart. She's so funny.
Yep, and I have a link to her channel also in the description down below. Yep, she plays Radical Brittany. She's here every week doing her After the Douche Canoe segment. Great stuff. Lots of fun having her around. Big supporter of the channel. So the next video I wanted to show before we move on is actually next week our guest is going to be Commentator Auditor. So I decided, why don't we take a look at one of his videos and see how he's doing and see what anyone has to say about it. And then from there, we're going to have a commercial break, and then we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes. We're going to go into a video straight from the Frauditor's mouth without any commentary, and we'll just do our live commentary on it. It's going to be a nasty Nathaniel video, so stay tuned for that one. But right now, let's check out Commentator Auditor. Yay.
Yay.
There we go.
Stop doing that. I can't watch the video because I'm watching you, Hez.
I'll proudly fly this thin blue line flag behind me just to piss you off. Hey everybody, it's Commentator Auditor here, coming at you again with another video. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into We the People University. And there's some information that you might want to know about this person before you get involved with any of the stuff that this person is slinging on YouTube. We the People University is run by a guy who goes by the name of Abaya Israel. However, Abaya Israel is not his real name. His name has not appeared in any state of Georgia court system as being changed legally. His real name is Tyrone Lyons, and Abaya Israel is part of the Black Hebrew Israelite movement. But that's not the only concerning thing that we need to dive into. So let's take a look at We the People University. We the People University says that they are a former police officer, a former sheriff's deputy, and a former paramedic.
Yep, I've covered a bunch of his videos, actually.
Yes, those statements are true. However, he is not the good cop he likes to portray himself as being. For instance, Abaya Israel, his EMT certification expired back in 2014. It has never been renewed. He was a deputy sheriff with Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office. However, he left after less than 2 years with the department. He claims to transfer to a Georgia police agency, but there's no reason for him leaving the sheriff's office in Florida. We do find him in Georgia. I actually have his post-certification file for all of his training. Tyrone Lyons, aka Abaya Israel, was an Atlanta police cadet for 2 months and quit. He has no road patrol, no police certification with Atlanta PD.
Ah, what a surprise.
He left after 2 months in the academy. But we see he was hired by Douglasville, Georgia Police Department And this is where things get interesting. You see, the Douglasville, Georgia Police Department
Miss Mandy
had
only needs 2 more.
Tyrone Lyons listed as a police officer from January of 28.
All right, hold on. Got to interrupt this for a second. Got to make sure Miss Mandy only needs 2 more, guys. If there's any
Come
2
on,
people here that
come
aren't
on.
sub to Miss Mandy, go ahead and sub so she can hit 1,000 tonight. And then make sure you tell her that Hezokuai sent you with Frauditor News Network and Blue Bear, the ultimate crew. I love this. We're having fun tonight.
Oh yeah.
So let me ask you guys about what we're watching right now. So
1 more. Dino just subscribed.
Oh yes. She only needs 1 more. So here's what I wanted to ask you guys. So if you're not familiar with We the People University, he does kind of the same thing we do, but on the pro frauditor side. But he always supposedly, and this is kind of like what commentators like sort of debunking, he kind of comes out with this idea that like, hey, I'm an authority on these guys are right because I'm a former cop. I know how tyrannical cops are because I was one. I know how horrible and evil cops are because I was one. So he's not lying, but that's kind of like what he's debunking. He's like, yeah, he went to the academy for a month. Yeah, he got hired here for a little bit. But so how do you feel about that kind of thing? Like his attitude and the stuff that commentator auditor is finding out about him?
Hez, I'm sorry. I just want to interrupt you because I know it was rude. I'm sorry, but I just realized. I just realized I was not subscribed to Miss Mandy. I just subscribed.
There you go. All right.
I can't believe I wasn't subscribed. So
yes,
she should
I
have
love it.
1,000 subs now.
Yay! Awesome. So anyway, what's your opinion on like what we're watching now and this story with this We the People University guy? How about you, Blue Bear?
Well, I am just learning about this idiot.
Okay.
I haven't been able to dive into the documents, but I've been given access to them. Here's my biggest question. And in this video, CA has the same question, kind of, sort of. Why was he forced to resign? What policy or what law did he break or violate?
Yeah.
To be asked to resign? Now, in my opinion, he had to do something pretty bad to be asked to resign versus being terminated.
Right.
He did something to violate policy or violated some type of internal, there was something going on there that he was asked to resign versus being fired. Now, that happens quite a bit, and I really don't agree with that because you're giving them the opportunity to go somewhere else.
Right.
In my opinion, as a supervisor, if somebody violates policy that egregiously, then they need to be terminated. Right. They don't need to be given the chance to resign. Now, that's just my personal opinion. I have a boss over me who has a boss over him. And in my department, that's above my pay grade. So,
right. What do you think, Cupcake?
I forgot what we were talking about. I'm sorry. I got distracted. I went over to Miss Mandy's channel. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's all right. No, just talking about how what's up, Lady Star? How this guy, this We the People University that we're talking about, how he, is technically a former cop, but somehow he was forced to resign, and he kind of like sells himself as an authority on why frauditors are right because he used to be a cop, so he has all the inside track on all the.
If he was forced to resign, he obviously is not the authority. That's my opinion. I mean, we don't know the details, so I won't assume. But if someone is forced to resign any job, there's a reason for that. So I think that automatically disqualifies him. He doesn't know shit.
Exactly. So let's see some more of this debunking of this douche canoe. Yeah.
18 until June of 2020. Just over 2 years. Reason for leaving. Tyrone Lyons resigned in lieu of termination. So we start looking for things. We the People University had a picture of Tyrone in his Douglasville, Georgia police uniform. That police uniform picture, he had edited, chopped out some stuff, but we found the original. But here's the problem. The original photo was uploaded to the Douglasville Police Department's Facebook page, only to find that any trace of Tyrone Lyons for that department on their Facebook page had been erased, including that picture, which was his "Let's welcome our newest officer to our department" photo op. So the question we ask is, what did Tyrone do for the Douglasville Police Department to remove any trace of him from their Facebook page? I'm still waiting on his disciplinary report.
I wanted to say thank you to Care Bear for the $5. It's making my day to be here with you guys. I love this dream team. Yes,
yeah,
yes,
we love
yes.
you too.
Excellent. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, Care Bear.
Yeah, she's a Care Bear. We got the Blue Bear. All right, we're rocking and rolling and whatnot.
And Cupcake is a bear.
Yeah, there you go. See, and I'm about as big as a bear, so we're even.
From Douglasville. I haven't got that yet. I can only speculate that he did something pretty serious to screw up, to resign in lieu of termination. What we do see on his post record is that 3 sanctions from post were listed. 36 months extended probation, a public reprimand.
How long
and
is the probation?
36 months, 3 years.
He was also revoked.
Oh.
So whatever Tyrone Lyons, Abaya Israel, We the People University wants to say about why he resigned in lieu of.
Hey, Jeff, are you saying you want a link to Commentator Auditor? I thought I had a link to his channel in the description, but if not, hey, Salacious, can you drop a link for Commentator Auditor? He's going to be our guest next week. So if you're liking him, definitely he'll be here. So if you got any questions coming up that you would want to ask Commentator Auditor, keep them, maybe write them down or something for next week. He's going to be here. Yeah, let's see. We're about halfway done with this. Let's see what else he's got to say.
And I would just personally like to thank Salacious for always being here, for taking care of Hezokuai and always posting all the links. And of course, the voodoo dolls that are just awesome. I love Salacious.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I didn't hire her or anything. She just decided, I guess she's my producer now. So she is. As far as I'm concerned, she is. And if I ever get this channel grow big enough to where I actually can pay people, she'll definitely be put on the payroll.
Awesome.
Because, my morning show, she's there every morning. And she does everything. I mean, she literally is my producer. She does everything that a producer is supposed to do. I don't know if you guys ever saw that show Suits, but she's like my Donna. She just gets everything taken care of, and I don't have to worry about nothing. It's just done. Anyway, here we go.
Termination. Until I have those reports, we'll never know. Because I don't trust Abaya Israel. I don't trust Tyrone Lyons. Because Tyrone Lyons is lying. Now, there's other things going on that don't make sense here. The fact that Tyrone Lyons lives here in Georgia, and his father, Glenn Lyons, lives in Florida. But yet, Tyrone has a multitude of business licenses registered with the Georgia Secretary of State's office.
Oh, the plot thickens.
But it's funny. You start looking into these business licenses. 2 of them have been administratively dissolved, but the others are still active. And we take a closer look at this. What we found out is Tyrone Lyons may be actually in the middle of committing some sort of fraud.
Yes.
Because
yeah, there he is. Get him. Get him.
one of the administratively dissolved businesses' office addresses listed on the business license was registered to a public supermarket in Atlanta. We look at the 2 newest business licenses that Tyrone Lyons has opened up. Right? The business license that he registered with the Secretary of State's office on February 17th of this year. The address.
Jeff despises frauditors makes a good point. Oh, so he's engaged in commerce?
I love that name. Jeff despises frauditors.
Yeah, that's a great name.
It's listed goes to a hospice and palliative care center in Buckhead. Then, 5 days later, on the 22nd of February of this year, Tyrone Lyons got another business license for another business registered at that same address with a different suite number. But both of those suite numbers come back to the same hospice and palliative care center.
Of course.
So, what are you doing, Tyrone?
Take it easy to Spec Ops. Thanks for joining us.
Then we found the business license listed in his dad's name. But his dad's Facebook page shows that his dad is still living in Florida. So Tyrone is using his dad's name to get a business license in Georgia. I would think that that would qualify as, tampering with public records, fraud.
Oh.
And then we come to and find his app. And the app is listed to a business called Brew Nation LLC. And Brew Nation LLC is registered to Tyrone Lyons at an address in Douglasville, Georgia. And the office address for Brew Nation is in Douglasville, Georgia. But we found a business license for a business called Receptive Concepts, which happens to be his wife's business. She's supposed to be the chief financial officer for it. However, Tyrone Lyons' business license for this business, Receptive Concepts, shows that Brew Nation is the actual registered agent for it, an LLC. But Brew Nation's address for Receptive Concepts business license shows that their address is in Temple, Georgia, out in Carroll County, not in Douglas County.
All right. So that's almost over. That's pretty much the main things that he wanted to express there. But I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. So this is We the People University's app. It's called Cancel Tyranny. It's the Cancel Tyranny app. And this guy's legit because if, say you get pulled over, right? Chili says pull out his $30 trifold. Well, this guy says, well, just pull out my app. You get pulled over, cop stops you. What do you do?
Which one
I don't
do you
know.
pull out, though?
Well, what you do, you pull up the app and then you click on the button, and then look, that's hidden behind a paywall. All right, so let me click on something else. All right, so that didn't help me. Here, let me
That's right.
try,
You showed it on your show one.
This, yeah. Oh, look, that's also hidden behind a paywall.
Hmm.
Oh, let's see, what else can you do on this app? Oh, you know what? Here, let me click here.
Does he say it's free?
Well, the app is free, but everything that's in it is hidden. Everything you click on is hidden behind a paywall.
But does he claim it's free?
Well, okay, so to be 100% fair, there are a couple things that are free, but they're all just, this is what is reasonable articulable suspicion. And then he uses all these the nonsensical nonsense things that they always use as explanations for why they believe in what they play. But it's all like, look at this. It's like one paragraph on probable cause. That's that tiny little bit on probable cause. And if you got a cop there and you're, wait a minute, officer, you can't pull me over because a string of burglaries have been committed on a certain business approximately between 10 and 12 at night by a 6'3" white male wearing all black. You're 6'2" white male who's walking home and decides to cut through the parking lot. See, they have no reasonable articulable suspicion. Therefore, you can't have my driver's license and you have to let me go. Like, what? They say you're...
What the cop's going to say? I pulled you over for running a red light.
Right, exactly. So the We the People University app is useless, except maybe if you actually use the stuff that it's supposedly good for, which is all hidden behind a paywall. So that's how.
And then you pay the $5 and think, oh my gosh, this is shit. This is crap. Oh, my $5 back.
Here,
Yeah,
I'm gonna give you free advice. This is not legal advice, but free advice. Do what the officer asks you to do.
Wow. Could you believe that would actually work? Amazing.
More logic.
What an amazing idea.
Gosh.
Lisa White, hold on, Mr. Officer. I have to pay $4.99 before I can answer any questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I'm going to get my credit card. Then I'll give you my driver's license. Oh, my God.
I just don't get why people want to argue on the side of the road. The place to argue is in the courtroom.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. And I've said this before, too. It's like they never think any of their arguments out to a logical conclusion, right? Because if they're trying to avoid tyranny, everything they're doing would actually create more tyranny. Mm-hmm. I use the example like what you're saying. If they actually could make that determination on the side of the road, then that would give the officer judicial power. Like he'd be the judge, like Judge Dredd. Like, you're going to decide right here, right now, on the side of the road, whether I'm guilty or not. Okay, boom. You know what I mean? Like, that would just increase tyranny. And then the other big argument that I've been making a lot lately, the last couple of weeks, I've been thinking about this, is this whole idea that if you don't want people in the general public to be able to ask you to stop filming because your First Amendment gives you the right to film, how are you going to do that without the government engaging in tyrannical behavior to make members of the general public not ask you to stop filming? Like, what kind of intense tyranny would the government have to engage in to stop the general public from saying, please don't film me, or I don't want to be on your camera? Like, they're actually increasing tyranny and creating laws that limit our rights. And like, if they won, and ultimately, big picture, if they won, what did they win? Hey, now you can film a post office without being bothered. Who wants to?
Yeah, really, who gives a shit? Who
Like,
cares?
so what?
Liz Lizardbreath said, I'll argue you on the side of the road at Blue Bear, but I'm recording it and sticking it behind a paywall.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Well, Liz, I'll just go ahead and charge you $4.99 up front.
There you go.
A minute.
Well, I'm charging you $1,000 a second to detain me, but go ahead.
Wasn't ordered down and it was like $300 million a minute or something?
Yeah. They asked me earlier if I'd ever run into a sob set, and I said no. But if I ever did and they try to hand me their fee schedule, I'm going to be like, you think that's something? You ought to see my fee schedule for having to deal with you.
Hi, Cowboy.
How you doing? Thank you for the $5 super chat. It's
Very
an honor
nice
to be
meet you
here.
too.
Also, Cowboy. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Blueberry.
I was just saying, if they're going to hand me a fee schedule, I'm going to hand them one right back, but mine's going to be triple what theirs is.
Yes, I love it. So, Cowboy, definitely keep your eyes on this channel, because by giving $5, you just entered into a contest this month's raffle. Any kind of support for the channel for any amount automatically gets your name entered into the raffle. This month's raffle, the grand prize, is a full set of 110 cards. I invented a card game, Frauditors versus anti-frauditors. Just for example, here's the Glenn Serio card, auditing the USA. He's a legendary idiot. His superpower is the massive body odor. The smelly Serio attack disorients victims, causing damage through the nasal cavity. Yep. I got the Frauditor cards, the anti-frauditor cards. There's a Blue Bear card. There's a Frauditor News Network card. I got them all. Like I said, the full set is 110 cards.
One day, I would be so happy if I walked into Walmart and saw Salacious's voodoo doll, and right next to it, your deck of cards. I'd probably drop to the floor in happiness.
And my book, which you can also win. The grand prize will include a full deck of cards, 110 cards, and my book, the Frauditor Handbook.
I actually have that right here beside me somewhere.
There you go. See, thank you very much, Blue Bear. I appreciate the support. So you were just entered into the raffle to win those. And Conspiracy Music. Yes, thank you for the $3 super sticker. And you now are also entered. Yay.
No, Liz,
Conspiracy Music.
Liz was talking about, let's go ahead and create a 909 number. I heard a joke the other day. If a man sexually harasses a woman, it's a crime, right?
Yep.
If a woman sexually harasses a man, it's $4.99 a minute.
Awesome.
Oh, Kimberly Mills is a new member.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, I appreciate that. You definitely get entered into the contest as well. All right, Kimberly Mills. I love it. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate the support. And so, yes, thank you, Salacious. See, this is what I'm talking about. So I didn't even, when I saw that from Conspiracy Music, I was going to say Salacious should drop his link, and boom, she already did it. I didn't even have to tell her. Look at this. And now we got Granger Renfrew.
He wants the Glenn Serio card. That's scary.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
What do you plan on doing with this Glenn Serio card if you get it? That's what I want to know.
Now, Hez, I've got a question. Does the Glenn Serio card come with a respirator?
Oh, that would be awesome. Well, but that's the thing. Like, if you're actually playing the game, right, that's his power. So you would need to find a anti-frauditor card that has an anti-Serio attack. It's fun stuff. But yeah, I should probably add the respirator as a special for part 2. Debo's Nation.
Are you serious? Hey, Debo's Nation. Granger, would you really frame it? And where would you put it? Would you put it on your wall? I'm scared now. I wouldn't want Glenn Serio looking at me from the wall every day.
Right?
Jim just says the Glenn Serio card comes separate, wrapped in plastic.
Yeah, so you don't get your hands dirty touching
Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff. No, I'd kill people. I'd go to jail for murder.
Come on, Odorama.
Like
People crack me up.
Oh my goodness gracious me.
Could you imagine having to sit next to Glenn on an airplane?
Oh my God.
No.
I just got a little sick now.
That would be horribly terrible.
I don't think
we don't want that to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a commercial break from our sponsor, Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill and Stupidity.
Thanks a lot, Hezekiah, you jerk. As a new sponsor of Hezekiah's show, welcome to Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill Stupidity. as you can see, I'm radioactively decaying. What? Because we got a new beer down here, new and approved. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Plutonium 239 beer. That stuff's radioactively good and thermonuclearly delicious. Let's give it a try.
All right. Thank you to our sponsor, our Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. Always a blast to have him around. And oh boy, I'm having a lot of fun tonight, man. How you guys feeling?
Oh, I'm having a great time. This is awesome.
I'm
I
having
have
a
great time every
blast.
weekend.
Excellent.
Go ahead, Bluebear, I'm sorry. You
What?
Bluebear, can you repeat what you said? I talked over you. I'm sorry.
I said I'm having a blast.
Nice.
Excellent. Glad to hear it. This is our goal. Frauditor News Network and I, when we came up with the idea for this show, we wanted the whole thing to be like we wanted it to be, no offense to any other panel shows, but we wanted it to be more specific. Like we have one guest and, instead of just an open panel with everyone coming in and trying to, just, I don't know, do something a little different with it and have some fun. So I'm glad you're having a good time. That's our main goal, is to make sure the guest has fun. And of course the fans, right, that are watching.
Oh yeah,
speaking
without
of-
the people in the comment section, I mean, they're hysterical. I love them.
Yeah, it would be nothing without you guys. Love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And now we're going to get into our first video that's direct from the Frauditor. No commentary, so it's open. You guys, you get anything you want to say, go nuts. Have at it. This is our live commentary track on the new Nasty Nathaniel video. Yay! And yeah, I probably shouldn't say yay, right? I should probably say no.
Then again, I
Not
can't
this
stand all of
soon.
them. So what difference does it make?
Yeah, right.
Wait, was that it
but,
for Uncle Arty? That was the whole video?
Yeah, it was just to be perfectly
Just a
honest.
commercial?
Well, yeah, it is. It's always every week he's going to do a different commercial.
Okay.
The thing is, his computer broke, so he wasn't able to make me a new one this week. So I had to use the old one. But
I think
I'm
he
still gonna
posted
keep
that
it
he
up.
got a new computer. I
Oh,
think I
well,
saw that somewhere.
Cool. Granger says this is a great and fun stream. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you. I
isn't it?
appreciate it. Yes. Care Bear says, now that my husband's a member, if he wins the cards, I'm going to steal them from him. That's awesome. This is like the Frauditor version of Mystery Science Theater 3000. That's right.
Yeah, and for everybody that's not subscribed to me, make sure you go subscribe because there may be a new video coming in the next couple of days.
Yes. Definitely subscribe
Yes,
to Blue
go
Bear, guys.
subscribe.
Absolutely.
Like I said, run, don't walk.
That's right. Run, don't walk to subscribe to Blue Bear today. All right. Did you guys see my short that I posted this morning where I was advertising,
No.
like, if you want to be I'll play that after this.
Oh, and that reminds me, your video on I hate saying Long Island Audit. Do we
Yeah.
have time for you to play that?
Oh, I mean, sure. It all depends if you guys are all still hanging out. Yeah,
I mean, I
add
can
that.
go. I'm here for whenever you guys, whenever you're here. But I didn't even finish watching it because I was hoping you could play it and I could finish watching it with you guys because I think I got halfway through and I loved it.
Awesome. Yeah, we'll play that. Sure. Let's go ahead and do the one we were going to do first, and then we'll do that next.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So let me get this up. Oh, it is up on the screen. Duh. I hate this guy so much. That's what the douche can do.
I don't think
I'm
I've
gonna
ever
have
seen any of his videos.
Evidently,
Oh,
he
you're
didn't
lucky.
want you filming.
Well, he doesn't own the sidewalk.
Okay.
He's
So
the one that
if you-
dresses in the wig and the weird lipstick. Right?
No. That's Flex Your Freedoms. He's in jail right now.
Oh, okay. I see how you can't get them. I get them all confused. They're all the same.
This one is, first of all, I'm not saying this, but he plays it up as part of his shtick. This is the one who's gay and always hits on the cops and the security guards and people to make them feel uncomfortable when they're trying to talk to him. But he also
Okay, I
goes
might not have
around.
seen him. I might gotta see
Yeah.
this video.
He also goes around auditing hotels all the time. Glenn would share with me. Put him down for an entry. Okay, we got another one of $4.99 from Jenny. Thank you. All right, let's put this back into play.
It doesn't matter. He's in his business.
All right.
That was Nasty Nathaniel. I'm out here with First Amendment rights, and we're doing a First Amendment audit of this government contractor. No, people, it's not a Scientology org. It's an actual government contractor. So I was reading online that this is a $170 million operation here at this place. Not too shabby. Maybe that's how they're able to afford to plant these all these fancy smancy palm trees. Like, what is this? Is this a government contractor, or is it the Embassy Suites? I don't know. Maybe it's Hawaiian Bob Tiki Lounge. Maybe we can go in there and get us a margarita on the rocks with salt on the rim, of course. First Amendment rights just pointed out something interesting. I've never seen it before. We got a camera pointed upwards. Like, maybe they're not security cameras. Maybe these are like bird watching cameras, or maybe they're avid bird watchers, and that's hopefully no bird flies by and takes a dump on that camera. That wouldn't be fun, right, Big Bird?
No, I hope I get you.
What's that?
What are you doing?
Hard-hitting journalism.
Right now?
Why? I'm not giving you permission to do that.
Oh, I don't need it.
Why?
Huh?
What are you doing?
Government
We already answered
transparency.
that question.
Call somebody. What are you doing that for?
I think we already answered that question, ma'am.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why are you filming? Because I'm a douche canoe and I want to put it on YouTube and make money?
Come over here.
Violet? Hopefully she's not a violent person.
Violent Violet.
Yeah, violent Violet. Oh, that's a new one.
Sounds like a garbage pail kid.
Well, I don't
You're
think
a
we're gonna get a
garbage
handsome
pail
alert
kid.
with Violent Violet.
What the hell is that?
Hi there.
How's it going?
That's Nasty Nathaniel.
What's going on?
Like I already told her, just making a video
What?
of your business.
What?
I really don't care to get into any more details than that.
So what are you guys gonna do? Just sit all day?
Huh?
What's your plan here? What are you guys doing?
Just doing some filming.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be honest. Like as for me, like I kind of got a fetish for like government contractors and things like that. So I like to film government contractors and just kind of like see what they're doing and see what they're up to. And that's about it. Nothing nefarious.
I don't understand what you're gonna just stand there and just film us?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Weird, yeah.
For what?
It's very weird. Look at the expression on his face.
Well, I think we've already kind of gotten past that.
Okay, so then why
Oh, it's cute black cat.
Yeah. Let me suck in my belly so I don't look so fat.
What the?
So how long are we staying here for?
And his fans think this stuff is brilliant. They think this guy's a genius.
What's your video about?
Who does?
All right.
His fans.
Jeez.
Yeah, well, that's not saying much.
What are we doing, guys?
Same thing you are, just doing some
Oh,
recording.
Cam back.
For what?
Yeah.
Oh, like I told the other lady that came out, I really don't care to get into that. So
I won't explain
we
why
could
I'm
go around
filming.
in circles like this all day if you want.
All right, let me just get a good picture of you guys.
All right.
Aren't you
Okay,
guys
we
going to
get
be
this.
able to sleep better tonight knowing that he's out there doing this?
Would you like
No.
to discuss
For
the
our
story
rights.
the companies received?
I'm sleeping with a can of
For
rain in my hand
$171 million?
tonight.
No?
I called no cockroaches to me.
Okay.
I guess not.
I sleep with a 9mm
It's
close
getting
by
harder and
every
harder
night.
for me to like
Yeah.
suck in my belly. Guess I need to lay off the margaritas. Not like that's
Those are
ever gonna
cool
happen.
things he puts in there. So stupid.
That is him. That picture was a picture of
Hi.
him.
Oh, there you go.
How's it going?
Nice.
Huh?
What do you guys shoot about contractors? What do you
All right, so real quick before we get back into it, because both of you said that you're not entirely familiar with Nasty Nathaniel. So the reason why I like covering people like him is because he's a perfect example of he doesn't even try to pretend that he's doing anything about civil rights. Like, he doesn't go into government buildings. He's not filming the cops. He just films random people on the street. Like, I cannot for the life of me begin to understand what that has to do with all of the reasons that he says he's filming. For the First Amendment and for freedom and for rights and this and that, and to, show tyranny and to show corruption and to expose all these tyrants. How is any of that happening from him doing this? What do you guys think?
Blue Bear?
Ladies first.
No, you go ahead. You're the guest. You first, please.
Here, I'm not a promoter of violence. But he's going to end up getting his jaw broken by somebody that he pisses off on the street one day.
Yep.
It's not going to be pretty, because people are going to get tired of it. And like Hez says earlier, they're going to take matters into their own hands. And these guys are going to start getting the crap beat out of them.
Yep.
And they probably still won't quit after that, but
oh no, I've had a lot of people say like that haven't necessarily been following this whole scene for a long time. Like, if they keep doing this, eventually one of them's going to get shot, and then the whole thing's going to be over. No, because Furry Potato got shot, and it's still a thing. Like, even that didn't stop him.
Look at Taco Terry, got his head cracked open. He's still going. Like the little Energizer buddy, a little Energizer roach.
Well, eventually they'll stop when they get enough holes put in them.
Right. See,
well,
that's
the thing is, though, there's no brain to tell them, just to put it like there's no off switch. So they don't know when to stop. They'll have to be dead before they stop. Yeah, I'm not wishing death on any of them. I'm just saying that there's something wrong with them, that they just keep doing this. And then again, there's something wrong with them to even start this. So they're just never going to stop. But they will stop if they get demonetized.
Yep.
Gamer 88, you are 100% correct.
At Blue Bear, I always say if you go around pissing everybody off, you're eventually going to piss off the wrong person.
Yep.
Yes, exactly.
Brooklyn Audit that goes around it now. Being from New York City, I'm just waiting for the day when he pisses off the wrong person. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And he claims that he just bothers cops, but no, I've seen him go to crash scenes and bother other people. One day he's going to regret everything that he's doing. They don't take shit in New York City. He knows he's from there. He's going to find out one day.
Super Trucker for $2 says, now you know why tigers eat their young. Thank you so much, Super Trucker.
I'll
Space
be
Trucker.
right back.
Yeah. All right, no problem. Because this is, for those of you who don't know, I have a 99.9% assurity that this is Machine Head, Space Trucker. It's all Deep Purple references. For those of you who don't know, Deep Purple is the bridge between hard rock and heavy metal. It's like if you listen to the two, how did they become? It's Deep Purple's the bridge, man. Yes, love Deep Purple. They're great. So anyway, let's get back into watching this idiot being stupid. Because that's all they know how to do.
That's all they do.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Can't really discuss it because it's a work in progress right now.
You guys are the film directors.
Alright, we got the Fonz over there.
Stupid.
Oh, Fonzie's closing the gate. Oh, damn.
I think we're somewhat see-through, so it's a nice effort.
Well, I guess he's gonna do part two.
So what's the plan, guys?
Huh?
What's your plan with this thing? Does it make sense, your question?
Well, I'm just doing what I'm doing, like I've said numerous times, just making a video right now.
Well, what's the video about?
It's about you.
Well, I already asked if you guys wanted to talk about your government contracts, and you didn't seem to want to. So,
What about it?
what line of work you guys deal with?
General contract.
Yeah. Okay. When was the last contract you guys got?
I'm not going to get into that, but just what you guys want to know about us, other than contracts.
Oh, well, if you don't want to get into that, then
Not really specifics about our contracts.
I like the way he's trying to pretend he's a journalist now all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, he's
that's still somewhat secret, but nice effort, though.
he's shutting me out of his life forever. Well, I guess we're not going to be doing
Not the first
margaritas
time
later.
it's been done at last.
But I'll go have a margarita with First Amendment rights.
What was that?
It's not the first time someone's done that, and I'm sure it's not the last.
Oh, no.
Shutting him out of his whole life.
Oh, absolutely. I'll tell you what, too. And it's so, like, bizarre sometimes. Like, something like this. Like, it goes back to the whole, like, you have to create your own privacy thing and this and that. Like, so they want to live in a world where you can't leave the gate open for people to park because someday some random idiot with his phone out might show up, right? You can't have doors open because someday some idiot with a camera might show up. So you have to lock everything down, put all the blinds down on all the windows, put up all the walls everywhere, no kiosks, no public anything. And even if they do shut the gates and it wasn't see-through, they'd be putting their gimbals up over and looking anyway.
That's right. That's totally true. One of the first videos I did, I think it was Anthony X, where this woman was actually hiding under her desk to get away from his camera. And he lifted his phone up over the partition to film her hiding underneath the desk. It was so disgusting.
That's horrible, horrible, horrible. Oh, man.
And they laugh when they do it. Like they think they're doing something funny.
That's the thing. The more despicable their actions, the funnier and more entertaining they think it is. And their fans love it.
Love them, yeah.
Josh Abrams, we were talking about him earlier. He said that he knows his fans so well that if he started doing live streams of him torturing and murdering kittens, that his fans would laugh and they would love it.
No,
and even more money.
That's not even funny. As a crazy cat lady, no, that's not even funny. Now I hate him. I don't want to say hate, but now I dislike him even more.
Even more. Yeah. Well, hey, you know what? Get yourself one of these, and then you can put Josh Abrams in it and stab him in the face.
Oh my gosh. You know what? But then it'll just totally, by the time I'm done, it'll be just like a mess of fluff or something on the floor.
I don't know. You know what? These things are very solid. This is very strong stuff. Like this thing's taking. I mean, you see how much I beat this up every day.
That's true. That's very true.
You know, the only thing is the one handcuff came loose, but I still got it on there. But that's it. Other than that, it's perfect. And Lisa White, she got hers. She can. In fact, if you're still in here, tell Salacious what you think of the doll, because she got hers. She said she loves it. So anyway, let's see what else these idiots are up to.
I already asked the other guy if he wanted to discuss the government contracts, and he didn't really want to get into that. No.
Thank you.
All right.
You can leave now.
Huh?
You guys can go ahead and leave now.
Oh, well, you can go back and try it if you want.
Okay. Well, enjoy your day.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, she's got some tattoos on her. I guess this company doesn't have an issue with tattoos, because that would make me eligible to work here. Well, she said we can leave now. Well, I'll leave when I'm ready to have a margarita. Actually, I'm always ready to have a margarita. So
yeah,
I guess
that's him.
That means we can leave now. Nice to know we have her permission, though.
Yeah, for
You weren't leaving. You never leave.
You don't have answers for us? I don't. What is it that you need?
Well, we don't need anything.
Well, then why are you out here filming a private business?
You're
Is there something wrong with that, or?
I just would like to know what you're doing.
I
I mean,
you-
you're filming our business.
Okay, first of all, I have to address this. Number one, Greg Jonick, I think that's a great idea when I do series 2 that I should add a voodoo doll card. I think that'd be brilliant. But I do have one card already that beats any other card automatically, and that's the Schrodinger's cat card. It's the most powerful card in the deck.
Yes, that's the ace.
Yes, indeed. But yeah, that's a great idea. I think I'm going to do that for series 2. Absolutely. And you also are entered to win the cards for the March raffle once again. So let me go ahead and add your name to the list. All right. Any comments on Nancy Nathaniel while I'm doing that?
Oh my gosh.
He's
Go ahead, Peter.
what they don't realize is they're on private property. Even though they're a government contractor, does not make them public.
Nope. And again, this is just this one place. Like normally he does like hotels and just random businesses.
Why aren't these people having him criminally trespassed?
Well, you'd think they would, but he's so known in the area that all the cops know. You call the cops, they're like, oh, yeah, he's that guy that just films. He has the right to film, so we can't do nothing.
And they also have the right to trespass him from private property.
Right. But that's why he never goes in the building.
It doesn't matter if he's on private property, whether he's in the building or not. Private property is private property.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I agree with you 100%. I'm telling you his argument. You know?
And here's the thing that a lot of people don't want to realize. You can be trespassed from public property.
No. Say it ain't
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, right.
Or at least in my state you can.
If you commit a crime. That's what they say. Only if you commit a crime.
That's a lie.
Wrong.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So anyway, this lady is supposedly the whole point. This is Violet. That's the name of his thing, and we still got like 8 more minutes. So let's see. Now that he finally got to this point, now this is what they're talking about. Frauditors
I like
News
Care Bear's
Network.
comment. Salacious
what did
Voodoo
she
Doll
say?
should have its own channel. I love that.
Oh, you know what? I think I'll start a new channel just for the Voodoo Doll. I think I'll do that. That'd be fun.
Oh my gosh, it would. It really would.
Or maybe give him his own show. Anyway.
Yes.
Oh man, that'd be great. Man, you guys are giving me too many good ideas.
Hey, yeah, that could be like a new commercial or skit on this show. Oh, that would be so perfect.
Oh, and the Voodoo Doll. Yes. Anyway, oh, you guys are great. I love you guys so much. So what's happening is this is what they're talking about. When they're saying you have to stretch out the video to get more ad revenue, and you say they're accusing you of doing that. This is an example of actually doing that. He's saying that the whole point of the video was he wanted to show the interaction with this lady. So he spends 15 minutes of the video showing everything of him just filming the building and nothing happening to pad out the runtime to get more ad revenue. This is an example of that.
That's why I want you to show the Long Island Audit video. It's along those lines. It's hysterical the way you did.
Oh, where I got I got you. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that after this. It'll be great.
And so what's something?
And I've noticed you have cameras as well pointed outward, so it's not really any different.
Okay, great. Are you filming any of the other businesses?
Oh, if I'm, I'm.
I mean, you guys should actually film the homeless over here. They're wonderful.
Are they?
They even defecate in our planters.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, that would be an issue for the police department to deal with, maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I'm obviously not law enforcement.
She's trying to give him
I don't
news.
handle people defecating in bushes.
Okay, well, I mean, they're probably more enjoyment than just filming a door.
Well, I mean, unless they have $171 million in contracts, probably not.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Great. So,
Are you Violet?
no, I'm not. Didn't you already talk to her?
No.
Oh,
No, they said they were gonna get Violet.
okay.
She's not violent, is she?
No, her name is Violet.
Yeah, but Violet isn't violent, is she? Violet.
Oh, he's so witty. That was so
if she was violent, you guys would be removed.
Oh, really? From the
Yeah.
public sidewalk?
I like this lady.
Probably time you
Yeah,
get
she's
back
cool.
inside.
You're not very nice, are you?
No,
Actually,
you're
I'm
not.
really
Your
nice.
name
No,
is
you're
nasty.
not.
Now,
Yeah,
you
really.
guys are
His
attacking
name.
my character.
Well, because you're not
you're-
being very nice to us.
I just
Good.
asked you what you
You
guys
don't deserve it.
I
So
don't
you're
think
also
that
telling
that's
us. You're also telling us that we can leave. I mean, I'm
Well,
just.
you can. I mean, I don't.
Well, we can
understand
leave.
what
I
the
can
big
do a lot
deal
of things.
is.
I can pull my pants down and moon you if I want, but that wouldn't be very nice.
You know what? I would love you to do that.
Didn't
Then we can go
Frauditors
ahead
show
and
show a video about someone
Yeah.
Then
doing
we'd
that?
have a reason to call.
exposure.
Well,
How about
I don't think my boyfriend would like that very much. So,
Maybe he wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe you should go home to your boyfriend then.
huh?
Maybe you should go home to your boyfriend.
Hold on.
Yeah, well, he's
Hold
at
on.
work
Let me
right now.
rewind that
so-
for
Oh,
a second.
your boyfriend then.
Huh?
Like-
Boyfriend would like that.
Take a good look at Nasty Nathaniel. He's the one in the Ernie outfit.
Oh, good lord.
Do you really think the handsome dude in the bird outfit is actually his real life boyfriend?
No, no. I'd pay money. No, definitely not.
Oh man, that's hilarious.
That's some good
Yeah, very
editing.
much so.
Maybe he wouldn't. I don't
Yep.
know. Maybe you should go home to your boyfriend then.
Huh?
Maybe you should go home to your boyfriend.
Yeah, well, he's at work right now. So.
Oh, that's a good idea. You should probably
Yeah.
look for gainful employment.
Yes.
How do you know I don't
Yeah,
have a job?
exactly.
Because you're out here doing this instead of
Well, people
working.
do get days off. I mean,
How do you know this isn't our job? How do you know that?
I don't know.
Yeah, there you go. So you're just
So I
making
don't
assumptions.
appreciate you calling me rude either.
Well, I mean, when you say you can leave and I can return the favor and tell you can go back inside, I'm just giving you the energy that I get.
Absolutely. You
Yeah.
can leave. It's your free will.
Yeah, and it's your free will to go back inside. But you know,
I
for
don't
someone
think
that
I
doesn't
want
want
to.
to
I might
be,
take a day off.
but
How
for
about
someone
that?
that doesn't want to be recorded and be on camera, you're giving us an awful lot of airtime.
You're not going to get anything out of me, though. What are you going to do?
well, we've gotten quite a bit already,
Yeah,
but I mean,
I've been
that's
recording
your
for
own
3
doing. I
minutes,
mean,
Yeah, we got you tearing these frauditors apart,
Oh, great.
giving them
Okay.
what
Well, you
for,
guys
and
have a
making them
great
look like
day.
you
idiots.
too.
And you would kindly leave our establishment. That
I'm
would
not
be
on the
great.
establishment. I'm clearly on
The
public
owner is
sidewalk.
not here right now for you to
Okay.
discuss anything, so nobody's going to talk to you about any.
Okay.
Well, you're doing plenty of talking yourself. So.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, no, she's doing owning. She's owning you is what she's doing.
I mean, what are you getting out of like coming out here and hassling us? I mean, how would you come out and say, "Hi, I'm so and so. I represent such and such." You know, and do you have any questions? Is there any?
I asked you if you had questions,
No, you-
and you said no.
Jimbo says, Nasty Nathaniel's disowned by the gay community. I'm sending out the memo now.
Oh, I was a cute kitten.
Yes.
I always see the cats in the avatar. Sorry.
That's cute kitty, yes.
When I first came out, I asked you, is there something we could help you with?
Yeah, but you
And
did
you
it in
accused me
a.
of being rude.
You're being very rude. You're also trying to run us off.
I'm not trying to run you
Yes,
off.
you
I
are.
asked you if there was
I mean, how many times have you told us I think you should leave now, or
You
I think you
should.
can
I
leave
don't see
now?
why you need to stand out here.
Well, I don't see why you need to stand out here and give us a hard time.
Ugh,
Exactly.
whatever.
Whatever.
She's great. I love her.
Yeah, I like her a lot.
Well, we're definitely not going to be doing dinner and a movie later.
The hell?
Hi.
Oh no.
Is this Violet?
Closing up shop for the day.
Yep.
I'm not giving anyone any permission to do anything.
Well, I don't need it.
This is the world we're going to live in one day. Everything's going to be
Right.
boarded up. Not even just with gates like this. It's going to be boarded up. You can't see through.
This is a perfect example of this is the kind of world that they're fighting for and they don't even realize it.
This is our free speech. This is our First Amendment right. Right there. That they're fighting for.
Yep, to block everything, block all the windows, put up more walls. In fact, Blue Bear,
Yes,
you
sir.
were away for a minute when we were talking about it earlier. It seems like the ultimate, like if they were to win and get everything they always wanted, ultimately all that would lead to is building more walls, putting blinds on all the windows, getting rid of all kiosks in all public places, and literally just everyone hiding everything all the time behind closed doors so that some random idiot might not show up with the camera someday.
Yeah, that's pretty much right.
Yeah.
I have a question, Blue Bear. What do you say when they say, if we don't use our rights, we'll lose it? What do you have to say to that?
Well, if you overuse them, you may lose them too.
Mm-hmm.
Abuse them.
Or
Right.
abuse
They
them,
abuse
yeah.
them. They don't use them, they abuse them. Exactly.
Well, that's one of the reasons why, one of the many reasons, so many reasons, in fact, that I actually wrote a book about it, the Frauditor's Handbook, available now on Amazon for $4.99. Get your copy today. Yes, there's so many reasons and so many things that they make me mad, and that's one of them. Like the idea
I'm sorry, was Jimbo just wrote, my gizmo was a feral kid, got hit by a car. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
No. Oh
My
no.
feral
That was
kitty
the
got
cat
hit
in the
by a
picture? No. I'm so
that was
sorry.
he's so kitty. Oh.
Oh.
Poor kitty.
I'm sad now.
Well, I mean, if it'll cheer you up, I'm allergic to cats, so I can't eat them.
No, you're allergic to cats? That's
Yeah.
like a death sentence to me.
I can't go anywhere near them. I get sick for
Oh my
weeks.
gosh. Oh no, I mean, some cats don't have I forget like there's something in the fur. Some cats are like short-haired cats.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. But anyway, getting back to the whole thing, like, yeah, the idea of everyone just has to like be inside and hide and all that. And I get personally offended in a way because they abuse our rights so much. It's like the Constitution that they supposedly use as their shield, like they're just using it as a blanket to get away with all this nonsense. It's like an excuse to act like this is one of the things that I always like to say to them. When they talk about the founding fathers and the First Amendment and this and that and the other thing, it's like you do realize that at the time that was written, the people who wrote it lived in a society that thought it was perfectly reasonable to have a duel where somebody ends up dead over an insult.
Good point.
Right?
Yes.
What do you
Very
think about
true.
that idea, Blue Bear?
It's very true.
Yeah. So I don't think they meant the First Amendment to give you the ability to just swear and curse and insult people and act like an idiot. This video is pretty much over at this point. So we have a recommendation from our one and only Frauditor News Network to watch my new Long Island Audit video.
Yes. This is a great video. I love it.
All right.
I love all your videos, but I was laughing at this one.
Thank you very much.
Oh, hey, Tones. Tones Overthinks is here.
Oh, Tones is going to be our guest. Yes, in a couple weeks, we're going to have Tones on as a guest.
Woohoo, I can't wait. That's so awesome.
Yep. Next week is Commentator Auditor. And then the week after that is Tones. And then Mark Stout from Frauditors Exposed. So that's every Saturday,
You
5
find
Eastern
the
time.
best guests. You really do.
I try. All right. But tonight we got Blue Bear. What's up?
Yeah.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed to Blue Bear. And so now let's get back into it. Let's show. Now, first, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show my new short that I just posted because it's only 39 seconds. And I'll share it with you guys. Because these things like replay, I have to make sure I get it from the start. Okay, now I have to let it play through. I don't know how to fast forward or rewind shorts. I don't think you can, right? So I'm going to have to wait for it to start over. Right. So in the meantime, guys, talk amongst yourselves.
Blueberry, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. So I hope you're having a good time so far.
Oh, yeah, I'm having a blast.
I hope you'll come back again.
Oh, definitely.
Awesome. We'd love to have you back. Oh, it's Mrs. Schrodinger's cat here. Hi, Mrs. Schrodinger's cat. Welcome.
Yay! Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to just turn myself back on. Hi, thank you. Welcome. Thank you for the support. Always glad to see you here. We're having fun. We're making fun of frauditors, and right now I'm going to show real quick my my short that I just published earlier today. I'm going to get that on screen right now. Let's see that up there. Yep. All right, check it out. Are you a completely self-obsessed narcissist with no concept at all of empathy, kindness, respect, or basic human decency? Do you blame everyone else for all of your mistakes and never take any accountability for your actions at all? Have you been arrested in the past and blamed the cops for catching you and not yourself for committing the crime? Would you love to get paid just for being a jerk? If you've answered yes to any of these questions, then First Amendment auditing may be right for you. So grab your camera, head to the local DMV or post office, and annoy as many random people as you can, filming yourself doing it today.
I
All
love
right.
it. That was great.
Yes. Yeah, that was fun. I couldn't wait to win your book, so I just ordered it. Thank you, Jenny.
Nice.
Thank you so much.
Now,
That's
Tones, you
great.
have Fezzington to talk to.
Yeah, Tones. In fact, you know what? I wanted to ask you, because we do
Fez
a
for
lot of
president.
bits. What's that?
Fez for president.
Yes, Fezzington for president. We do a lot of pre-recorded bits on this show. Like I had a bit with Arty's corporate fiction. Uncle Arty's Bar and Grill of Stupidity. I have the pre-recorded bits with Brittany. So I'm not, saying, but just if you want to do something with Fezzington for when you're on the show, that would be brilliant. That would be awesome. Just to have him do a little cameo would be great. But
I vote yes.
Well, yeah, no, it's I know that
I
he's a
love
really busy
Fezzington.
man. Yes, everyone loves Fezzington so much. Mrs. Schrodinger's cat, yes, hello. See, how many times I got to tell you guys, I have the best damn fans. I really do.
You do?
I know
Wow.
everybody says they do, but I really do. I love you guys so much. All right, so our next video, again, was a request from our own Frauditor News Network, and it is for my most recent video called Long Island Audit Shoves Sheriff.
Tones overthinks it wrote absolutely. Nice.
Who wrote what?
Tones overthinks it absolutely.
Yes, thank you.
Assuming that
Thank
means
you.
Rob. So doing, yep. Yay.
Yes. Oh, wait. This started playing before I even pulled it on the screen. Okay. All right. See, it's live TV, people. Mistakes get made. Things happen.
Technical
Oh, you know what?
difficulties.
Also, I want to ask you guys something, and this is for you guys and for the crowd too, for everybody. I just literally 20 minutes before we went on air. Oh, Mrs. Schrodinger's
Mrs.
cat.
Schrodinger's cat, you're so
Thank
generous.
you.
You're so nice. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, thank you. I wanted to ask you if the PO box that you used to have for anything we wanted to send the big cat was still active, because there's some stuff I want to send you. You don't have to win anything. I got stuff I want to give you, but I need to make sure I send it to the right place. Make sure you get it. But anyway, thank you so much for the support. But anyway, yes, here's my newest video. Long Island Audit shoves
Prepare to laugh.
Sheriff. Yes, this is
See,
good
I
stuff.
like the fact that you're so funny, because you make watching these videos. It's like my cool downs, but you make it funny and make it easier to watch those Deuce Canoes. You don't have to wait for a cool down on your video.
That's right. The video itself is cool.
I love this. I love the intro.
Alan Newcastle sits alone watching YouTube videos on his computer when suddenly he hears an all too familiar cry for help.
There is no expectation of privacy in public.
There's no need to fear. Hezokuai is here. And just when you thought it was safe to go back to the DMV.
How you doing today, sir?
You have an appointment, sir?
No appointment.
Okay, what are you trying to do today?
I'm
sir?
just taking a look around.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And not inside there, sir.
Why not?
You can come out here in the lobby, but not inside.
This is the lobby
You
too.
can stay. No, that's the office. Come out here. You can stay out here and take all the pictures you want.
No, I can definitely film in here for sure,
Come on
sir.
outside, please.
I can
Please come
100%
on
film in
outside.
here, sir. I'm not filming any confidential information. You go ahead, sir. I got the door for you.
You guys have a good day.
You too.
Thank you. Have a safe day, sir. Yeah, you can say it's out there.
So I can be here. Excuse me.
No.
I can go anywhere where it's publicly accessible, sir.
How you folks doing? Have a safe day. You got it? All right. Be careful, man.
This video is different, Billy Yang. This is actually funny
Excuse
the
me,
way
sir. I just
Hezekiah
wanna get
does
whether
it.
it's publicly accessible.
You'll be able to watch this one.
Well, no, yeah, I know. He's seen this. He's commented on it. He saw this one before. It drives him nuts, so that the way that Long Island Audit shoves his way past this guy's a sheriff, and he's like, why didn't they just arrest him? You know, because once he touched him. What do you think about that, Blue Bear?
That's a very good question. I don't know why they didn't arrest him. Because
Yeah,
if he'd have shoved me, he'd have had a very bad day.
Well,
I thought they were tyrants. Like they have to arrest everyone for no reason at all. Isn't that what police do? I thought. According to Frauditors.
Well, here's the thing. You know, he says, "Oh, anything that's publicly accessible." Wrong. This is a non-public or limited public forum. And apparently, if you don't have an appointment, you're not allowed in there.
Right. Well, that's going to be an argument coming up. So what happened was at the beginning of the video, I didn't show that part because, you know, it was already half an hour long. I didn't want to do the whole thing. But basically what happens is this sheriff right here says that they were appointment only. But if you don't have an appointment, just explain to him what you're trying to do and he'll tell you where to go and it's okay. So, of course, Long Island Audit turned that into, oh, you just said no appointments necessary. Let me in. I'm going. But in a minute, he's actually going to like force his way into the building through the sheriff. So watch close for when that actually happens. And then we'll come back and I'll pause it and we'll talk some more about what you think after you actually see it happen.
Okay.
I'm not trying to give you a hard
By
time.
appointment only, sir. Do you have an appointment?
You just
Do you have an
said on
appointment, sir?
camera that you allow everybody
You
in
have
without an
business?
appointment.
What are you doing?
I do have business.
What are you going to be doing?
Excuse me,
I
sir.
need to be able to send you to the right area, sir.
I'm checking in on my local government.
Okay,
That's what I'm doing.
that's good. You have an appointment, sir?
I don't.
What are you trying to do today,
Everybody
sir?
can get in without an appointment today.
Come on in, sir. What are you trying to do today?
I just want to turn in my, we spoke, I think.
Turn in your plates?
Yeah, just, I want to put them in storage.
Yeah, you don't need an appointment for that. You go left of the ropes there, go back to window 8. Okay? How you doing, ma'am?
Sir.
You're way out there, sir. You don't have an
Sir.
appointment, sir.
I don't need an appointment
Please
to
don't
check in on
push
my
me,
government.
sir.
I'm not touching
Please
you.
don't push me,
I'm
sir.
going around you.
Please don't push me, ma'am. Can I help you?
We have a 3:30 appointment. To just
You're
my
pushing
I'm
me,
not
sir.
pushing you.
You pu-
Did you see that? The cop stumbled because he was pushing him. So I know like that wasn't some big aggravated assault, but imagine if a cop did that to him. Oh, how
Oh
much would
my
he be
gosh.
crying that it was brutal assault?
Assault,
And he wants to
assault,
press
simple
charges.
assault. Oh my gosh, arrest him. Press charges. I'm dying. Can call an ambulance.
You'll see in my next video, I have a rule. And it's kind of like the 3-strike rule. I will ask you to do something. I will tell you to do something. Then I will make you do something.
Yep.
It's kind of like the way I handle my husband. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yeah, there is no asking it first and telling
No,
the
it's
person
make
and
automatic.
making him do it immediately.
It's called getting voluntold.
Voluntold.
Yeah. But, you know, for him to act like this in this video, just from the little bit of it I've seen, I would have already had him in handcuffs and he would have been going to the jail.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And it's
Especially
crazy.
if he put hands on me and tried to get around me. You know, this is an older gentleman. I'd say he's probably a retired police officer that come back to work this post.
Yep.
To create supplemental income for his retirement, which, you know, police officers don't get paid enough, in my opinion. So we end up having to work until basically noon of our funeral.
Yeah.
But I don't get it. Now, I don't know exactly what his powers are there. He may not have that power to arrest.
Right.
I don't know. But for Sean Reyes to be trying to force his way around this gentleman, in my state, it would be a violation of the law and he'd go to jail. Now, in New York, I don't know what their laws are.
Right.
But,
And
I want to say hi to Unclean Hands.
hello,
Oh,
Unclean.
what's up? But yeah, and I'm gonna bring it up in the video a little bit too. But the whole thing that he just got convicted of trespassing after having an altercation with a security guard. Immediately afterwards, now he does this where he literally shoves his way past the security guard. It's like, dude, you just got convicted for and accusing the security guard of shoving you. Now you're shoving them. Like, what?
Tones,
Anyway.
I agree. He is spiraling downhill.
Yes.
Yeah.
His blissful ignorance in his voice just tells you he's spiraling downhill. He's in serious denial. Absolutely. Oh, man. Anyway, let's look at some more of him being an idiot.
You're getting in my way.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Now I get it. It's reverse psychology. Since he just got convicted for trespassing when the security guard shoved him, he figures, well, maybe this time I'll shove the security guard out of the way. And then that way, maybe he's in his twisted mind thinking that that's going to help his case somehow.
Can we step outside, please?
I'm trying to ask him
I'm
to step
trying to take
outside
some
without
pictures and
appointment.
video of the facility here,
Okay.
which I have a right to do. So
You have a right to do
No, you
that.
don't.
So what is the issue?
If you don't have an appointment, you need to step out.
Oh,
please.
today they're letting everybody in without an appointment.
Not me,
The
sir.
sheriff
He
said
just
that.
pushed his way through.
Can you
Step
step
outside.
outside?
See, look, she can record. You're making a public record. Are you on the clock right now?
Sir, can you step outside, please?
So it's okay for you to record, but it's not okay for me to record.
You're disturbing us.
You talk to me. You came up to me with your cell phone from where you were at, right? Sounds
Step
to me like
outside,
you're
sir. You don't
disturbing
have an
yourself.
appointment.
You're
Step outside, sir. You don't have an appointment.
You're letting
Please.
everybody in without an
Step
appointment.
outside. You have
Oh,
an
he's done
appointment,
taking his
folks?
glasses
No
off
issues.
now. It's about to get
You
serious.
were here yesterday. You can go down there.
Come
Right?
back. Come back.
Step outside, sir. You do not have an appointment.
Don't delete the footage, okay? Because now it's
Yeah,
I can
Tones,
request
me
it via
too.
FOIA
Mike would be a
request.
cop.
How you doing, ma'am?
Are you going to continue to ignore the officer?
I'm recording everyone in here, ma'am. I'm just taking.
Call 911.
Why would you call 911? This is a sheriff right here.
Step outside.
Because he just shoved the guy. And if the guy's a sheriff, then what's he doing? I thought the big auditor argument was, well, if I touched you, you'd have me on the ground and you'd be beating me and throwing me in handcuffs and lock. So he just shoved through this guy. If this guy's a sheriff and frauditors are right, how come he's still talking? How come he's still standing? How come he's not locked up? How come he's not in a cage with his torture cuffs on? How come the guy's not tasing him and beating him and doing all these terrible things to him? How is he able to shove his way past this guy into the building and be peacefully exercising my right to record? How is shoving your way past the security guard, a sheriff, peaceful?
Yep.
Call whoever you need to call. Just switch the phone. Sir, I'm not breaking any laws. I'm actually engaged in a constitutionally protected activity.
Oh, he's got a taser on too. He'd
Maybe you
definitely
shouldn't step
be
out into public, ma'am.
eating the concrete.
Ma'am, I have a
probes in
right
his
to be
back.
here. Can I speak to a supervisor,
I
sir?
am the supervisor.
No,
Oh, he's
a law enforcement supervisor.
The supervisor just says the same thing.
Right. I actually like what Bluebear just said. Will you repeat that for anyone who didn't hear you?
Yeah, this officer's actually wearing a taser. He would be eating concrete with 2 taser probes in him.
Yep. Acting
Because
like
in our taser policy, which I may or may not have written, it clearly states that taser use is authorized for not following lawful commands.
Nice. I like that.
This is not, that's her
You're
office,
not-
not my office.
I understand what you're saying. I understand. I have a constitutional right. You just said it yourself. I have a right to film. correct?
You don't have a microphone.
No, it's not fun. Is it fun for you, ma'am?
Okay, don't
Is
worry
it fun
about
for you?
Can you just step outside?
Your employees have bad attitudes. This
No,
is how
we
they
do
treat.
not.
Yes, they do.
No, we do not.
Yes,
we just
they
don't
do.
want to be filmed.
Then why do you make a big scene? Why are they filming me? Look, your employees, 1, 2, 3 of your employees are filming me. Are they allowed to film people while they're on the clock?
Sir, you're filming them, so they have the right to film you.
Oh,
You just step outside from the
But
police.
there's cameras in this building anyway.
Sir, can you step outside? I'm
Ma'am,
asking you nicely.
I understand you're asking me nicely.
Okay,
After
can
you're
you come
trying,
over
but you're
here?
violating my rights at this
No,
time,
you're not.
man.
Come over
Yes,
here.
you are. I'd like to speak to a supervisor, sir.
This
From
is the supervisor.
no, your
Supervisor.
supervisor, sir.
There's a
A
supervisor,
law enforcement
supervisor.
officer.
Oh, God.
I'd like to speak to a supervisor.
You want to speak to a supervisor? Go call
Sir,
one
I'm sure your
judge.
policy of the sheriff's department is when requested from a member of the public for a supervisor, you provide
Nope.
one, sir. I'm asking to speak to a supervisor. I'm peacefully exercising my rights, ma'am. That's all I'm
And
doing
you
here
come
today.
outside. People do not want to be filmed. back
Ma'am,
there.
they're in public.
No, they
They're
do
in
not.
public. Just like your employees are filming me. How hypocritical do you sound, ma'am?
No, because
That's another one of my many pet peeves. And I even heard Blue Bear just now, like, oh boy, here we go. The cam-back thing. Like, you're fighting tooth and nail for the right to film, but if anyone films you, oh no.
Oh,
We're not
and
gonna
and
accept
here's
that.
here's another thing: if this officer would have grabbed onto him and escorted him out of the building, he would have been
cried.
crying assault.
Yep.
Oh, you're
Applying
assaulting
for
me!
web
You're
viewers.
assaulting me!
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to sue you.
Here you go, Sean Paul Reyes. Please come see me while I'm at work.
Oh, I'd love that video.
And try your bullshit with me, because
You
I
would
will
never.
send you packing back to whatever hole you crawled out of.
Yes.
You would never, because he's a coward.
Taser.
Yeah.
And you and I can discuss in person what limited public and non-public forum is.
Man, and I've tried to explain it to these guys because I've done interviews with some of them and before, but I never did get a chance to really get into too much detail with them. But what I always try to tell them is that it's like, okay, when you're in these buildings, right? It's not a park, right? It's a public building, but they built walls for a reason, right? There's a specific purpose that building serves, like a post office. If you're getting packages or buying stamps or signing your forms or whatever you need for the post office, or the DMV, you go in there specifically for a reason. You're trying to, get your license or do whatever you have to do to get your car registered and this and that. If you're not doing any of those things, then you have no business being in there. That's where the limited public forum and all that comes from, right? The public is allowed to engage in those activities, but if you're not engaged in those activities, then you have no reason to be in that public building. Jenny says, thank you very much for the super chat. If frauds educate the public employees, if frauds educate are the public employees. Yeah, I have no idea. Anyway, yeah, let's get back to the stupidity from Long Island douche canoe.
you want to film them so they can film you.
They came up to me.
No, you came up.
No,
So
I
I'm not
didn't.
gonna-
I don't want to argue with you. I want to go
Call the
about.
sheriff's department, let him speak to someone.
He came in
Yeah,
the
I want to
building.
go.
You wait for them.
How did
on
they
I
the-
will
come
wait.
to
I will
him?
move. I will stay right here.
No, you
I will
cannot
stay right here.
You're interrupting my
I am not
workflow.
interrupting your
Yes, you
workflow.
are.
You are.
No, you are.
Ma'am, you are. I could have walked around, took my pictures, and been. I'm a journalist working on a story, ma'am.
No, you're not.
I'm just taking some pictures
Bullshit.
and videos of the facility here. That's
And
it.
you did.
Which I am. I didn't even. You didn't even allow me to walk anywhere. I want to get the whole facility. I want to see how this department is being
can
run.
see
I'm a
the whole
journalist. I have a right to do so. I'm sure your bosses have told you this already.
Look at the
You
guy.
wanna
He's
walk-
like,
you wanna walk right out?
I'm gonna walk around the facility. That's correct.
Okay, so come with me. and walk.
That's correct. Thank you.
Sorry, people, if you do not want to be filmed, please.
Yeah, the
Thank you.
way
Appreciate
that-
you, sir.
The way that dude with the hat looked at him, I have a feeling that if he
All
wasn't,
right, so over here we have
he would have been knocked out right away.
Putnam County Coalition. Board is sponsored by the Putnam County
I love it. There's a help
Communities.
wanted ad on those bulletin
Coalition.
boards. They always disregard it.
Come on, go ahead. Go ahead. Try and convince me that this isn't
something that he decided to do after shoving his way in through the door, past the security, arguing with everyone, and having a problem with them filming, even though he's supposedly for and fighting for the right to film. Filming him is a nightmare, but he can film all he wants, no problem. And the people that are in there don't want to be filmed. They should just stay home. Never leave your houses. Everyone should just lock themselves in their basement with their windows shut and their shades drawn and just hide. Because if you don't want me to do what I'm doing, then you better not leave your house. You better not go out in public. No way, you're not allowed to, because the frauditors are the tyrants. They just want everyone to hide in their homes and never go out in public, right? That's what they want. They just want walls everywhere. No kiosks, no windows, no glass. They just want walls, 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 and everything hidden behind walls so that everyone could be private, right? So that's what he's trying to do with his peaceful wonderfulness, right? And now that the lady's like, fine, you want to just walk through the building and be done? Walk through the building and be done. So he purposely goes out of his way to stop and start filming the signs and stuff. He knows damn well that that's not what she meant when she said, if you're, because he is such a passive aggressive douche canoe. Even though he was being aggressive when he shoved his way into the building or into the door, now he's doing the classic Long Island Audit, LIR, liar technique of being passive aggressive. Oh, I'm just filming the stuff on the wall. Really quick, I want to address this from Society Red. Yes, actually, Sean Paul has been on some panels. He has a way of speaking where he's able to make like logical sounding arguments. I'm not going to say that he's a complete idiot. He is a complete douche canoe. There's no question about that. But on panels, he always carries himself well, or tries to. The best was, I think it was maybe last month, he was on a panel where I think it was over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. Like the first time he ever audited, he got arrested and then he wrote an apology letter to the cops. But apparently the Frauditor community just found out. So he was on a live chat where all the Frauditors were coming and yelling at him for being a bootlicker and a sellout. Whatever. You know that you stopped and started filming that stuff, not because you were interested in that, because it's big, huge public interest thing that your journalism has to cover. No. Oh, no. You're doing it to be a passive-aggressive douche canoe and a jackwagon. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Don't lie, liar. You're a liar. The Long Island Audit is a piece of...
If you do not want to be filmed fast, you can walk out.
There's no need for that whatsoever.
Yeah, it is, because you're a douche.
Anyway, they have some public notices here. Underage drinking, no good. Don't underage. Don't drink underage. So this is the sheriff's department going out. So, excuse me, sir. Thank you, sir. Oh, look, we have the thin blue line flag over here.
Oh, that must be the big important news thing that the journalists came here to cover. The fact that a police officer has a police flag on his bag. Yeah, that's news. Anyway, he's probably going to get a Pulitzer Prize for this. And now, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and enjoy those sweet, sweet sounds of DJ TR573 while we watch this amazing
I'm going to have to
footage
mute myself because I laughed about this whole thing.
Long Island Audit, walking around the DMV, wobbling his camera around like an idiot. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. His narration is so mindless, stupid, pointless, and insanely redundant that it's going to be completely gone. So, ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy.
groundbreaking journalism at its finest.
Yeah, I decided to just replace the dead air with some background music.
That was a great idea. That was simply perfect.
Well, it's like, okay, there's your journalism right here. Look at this. Like, wow, it's snowing outside. Yippee.
Ooh, it's a fire extinguisher.
Yeah, fire extinguisher. Ooh.
Ooh,
Oh no, cameras.
Zoom in.
Yeah, you know why they have those cameras there? To make sure people don't cheat on their driving test.
Yep. Yes. Thank you so much, Blue Bear. Because I cut the audio out as part of my joke. But you're right. Those desks right here, this is the driving test section for the written test. Those cameras are over the desk to make sure people aren't cheating. He's like, why are there so many cameras here and they don't want me to film? Oh, man. The background music sounds like a bad... Listen, that's my music. I wrote that song, Jenny. Everyone says that my any song that I make that's funky sounds like porn music. I got heavy metal songs.
Brown cow.
I really didn't get that when I was watching this video, but now that she said, oh, okay. I'm not going
wow. That's awesome. Anyway, yeah, the majority of the 90% of the music on my videos is all original compositions that I wrote or performed myself or both. Yes.
And now get ready for some classic Long Island Audit irony as he's about to accuse someone for filming him of being insane. Someone whose full-time job and entire purpose in life is to film random people is gonna call someone filming him insane. But it's not insane when he does it? Alrighty then.
Look, she has her phone propped up here. Insane. She has the phone propped up to take pictures and video of me. Insane.
Cry me a river.
Well, he got.
Ma'am, your employees seem to think that they have a right to film me while they're working.
He got footage of the
I'm
whole
pretty sure that if I contacted the Department of Motor Vehicles in Albany, that there's a policy. I will pull the policy.
Okay.
It's your job as their supervisor.
But policy's not law, is it?
Right. Exactly. And not just that, but why is it so important to all frauditors that are supposedly fighting for the right to film to go nuts when anyone is filming them? I thought you were fighting for the right to film. If this place has a policy against filming and you're fighting for the right to film, shouldn't you be supporting them and fighting against the policy that stops them from filming?
You would think.
More proof that they're full of it.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, then you could zoom in on private info. What does it matter to him that someone's filming him? Exactly. They hate being filmed. Frauditors hate when people film frauditors.
Supervisor to maintain order here. I'm not the one causing a disturbance, ma'am. I'm not the one causing the disturbance. Your employees are filming me while they're supposed to be working.
How about GTFO?
Yeah. Get out.
That's another thing that I love is when they say things like what he's saying right now. I'm not the one causing the disturbance. There's so many things that these guys say, and that's one of them where it's like, so what are they saying? Like if I grab someone by the back of the head and started punching them in the face, well, here, I'll actually use this as an illustration. If I grabbed a frauditor and started punching them in the face and saying, I'm not punching you, that would mean it's okay because I'm telling them I'm not doing it? Like them saying I'm not causing a disturbance is going to make it that they're not causing a disturbance? Ugh.
It's insane. If one of his troglodyte subs sees some private info on his video and uses it for identity theft, who's held liable?
Good question.
What do you think of that question?
That's a good question. It would depend on that state's laws.
Yeah.
And the person to ask in that situation would be a qualified attorney.
There you go. Perfect answer.
By filming me, that's their job? Okay, that's their job.
You're a douche canoe. He's such a douchebag. So disingenuous, so smart ass.
You finished filming, sir?
I'm going to speak to the deputy, ma'am.
No, he's coming out.
Are they coming?
No, you're the manager. Whatever you say is the way we go.
So they're not gonna come out?
They're the rules. I'm sure you've probably had trainings on this. I'm not breaking the law.
Yes, you are.
Oh, he's trespassing because he was asked to leave.
Yes, and he was never supposed to go in the first place. But look, Tone said something great. I love this idea. Somebody who doesn't like frauditors sees him in there, runs in the building and says, "Hey, there's a bunch of cops just beating up some dude outside." They'd run right outside to film that, and then, okay, cool, I got rid of him for you. Now let's lock the doors real quick.
I love when they lock the door. Now people can get out, but they can't get in unless the door is open, and they go, "Oh, it's a fire hazard." Like people can still get out, you dummy.
Yep. Great. Little Chihuahua's taking off. All right. See you Monday, Little Chihuahua. Hey, tomorrow I'm going to be on the Graham and Bob show. Don't forget. Okay, you can say goodbye properly now. No? All right. Let's see. Keith Hutchins is giving away hummingbirds. What kind of weather do they like? I don't know.
What do you mean with you? Like, you have a hummingbird?
He's trying to give away hummingbirds.
Like, you actually have hummingbirds?
Like pets?
Why am I confused by this?
There are people that keep birds as pets.
Do they really hummingbirds?
Well, I don't know about hummingbirds specifically, but I know that having pet birds is a thing.
Oh, yeah. I just didn't know if that hummingbirds are a thing.
I have no
Hey,
idea.
Society Red, what's wrong with donuts? Especially when the hot sign's on.
I think he's saying to get the frauditors out of the building. Tell them there's free donuts outside. But that's usually the joke the frauditors would use against cops. Right?
Hell,
Like,
the cops would run outside. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Donuts, yes.
Free donuts and free coffee? I'm in.
I'll tell you what. And they complain about this kind of stuff all the time. But let me tell you something. I used to work in a gas station. And the cops would come in and get their free coffee all the time. And I'd never charge them for coffee and all that. Because there were always cops hanging out there. So I didn't have to worry about getting robbed all the time. Because I knew that there were always cops hanging out. You know what I mean? Like, it makes sense that people do these things and they complain about it. Like, these cops are on the take. They're accepting free gifts from people. It's like, no. No, these businesses are showing the police their appreciation. Go ahead.
Keith Hutchins. I have 2 hummingbirds that spend the winter in my window. Aw.
Well, that was nice of him.
That's awesome.
All right. So anyway, let's see. Just a moment. Okay. So now let's get back to the video.
So the supervisor's not coming out, sir?
No, sir.
May I get your name and badge?
Supervisor.
Oh, okay. Can I get your name and badge number, please, sir?
Right there. You already have me on film.
Right there.
Good to go.
Is it THER or THEIR?
Oh, God.
You said your name was right there? Oh, it's Blade.
Dumbass.
430. Thank you, sir.
I hate when they pull that right there crap.
DMA and Reagan wear that right here, right there tags.
Yeah.
And Mark
Wow,
Mansfield.
so that really started off.
I forgot his channel name.
Pause it for a second, Hez.
But
Well, that's right. It's pretty much over there. So go ahead.
Okay. So here's the thing. I don't know where these idiots think that it's in every policy that police officers have to identify to the public. It's not in my policy. So if these idiots would learn how to read, our names are on our uniforms.
Yep. It's a power trip. It's all about a power trip. They're gonna be in control of the conversation, not you. You're gonna answer their questions, not them yours. They're gonna control you. You're not gonna control it. It's a control thing. It's all about
here's
control.
what's funny. The first time somebody says, "Well, I need your name and badge number," I'm gonna go, "Is that a law?"
Yeah.
That's why I
That's
always
a policy,
said, like,
not a law.
right?
I don't have
And
to
it's
follow
not
it.
even policy for my department.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they think that they think it's like the world's police department policy, some like one policy for every single police department in the United States.
Oh man. And I always said, like, if I ever met one of these guys in person, I would love to actually do an audit of an auditor. That would make so much great content for my channel. But I'd go as close to them as I possibly could without touching them. And then they would say something about me being in their private space. And I'd be like, "Oh, I'm in your private space. Is that a felony or a misdemeanor? Where in the Constitution does it say exactly how many feet away I have to stand from you?" You know, stuff like that.
And then you go home and shower because I wouldn't get anywhere near these people. They look so disgusting. They look, you know, like homeless people look more fashionable and more and cleaner than these idiot frauditors.
Yes, indeed. Oh man. Yeah, these guys are bad. Let's see. You know, when frauditors pull that, it just implies they can't read. As far as I'm concerned, it's not my problem. They're just poorly educated. Well, I love it when they say stuff like, "I don't use the internet," even though they have a YouTube channel and they post on it all the time.
They don't use the internet, but they're filming for their YouTube channel.
Oh, you don't get internet on that handheld computer?
Yeah. Give me a break. Oh man, throw garlic at them like vampires. Oh man.
Well, at least they would smell better.
Yeah, they'd smell better. I'm telling you, especially if you run into someone like Glenn. And for anyone who doesn't realize it, these voodoo dolls, we got soap for them, so that if they're stinky or if they need their mouth washed out, we got soap, so you can stab them.
One bar for all frauditors. One bar for all frauditors because none of them use them.
Right? Oh my goodness gracious me!
So one bar for one frauditors is more than enough.
Love it. Oh man, this is great. I'm so glad that you guys came up here. Somebody's asking if you, Frauditor News Network, if you have any merch or a Discord or anything else that you can advertise for you when you're on.
No, I actually don't. Someone asked about merch. Was like, I would buy a cupcake shirt. I'm like, yeah, you and no one else. I don't think anyone else would be interested.
No,
and I don't have a Discord channel. I don't know why. I just never got around to it. I'm not very familiar with it.
I still don't know how the hell to use Discord. Miss Mandy, like, I want to make her a mod on my Discord, but I don't know how. And I keep trying. Like, I click on her name, but it doesn't give me any options.
You got to do it. There's another way to do it, Hez. If you want, you can voice chat with me one day, and I can help you do it. It's real simple.
Okay. See, I just don't understand how to use Discord yet. I'm still learning.
I do have a merch store. I am working on that now. I'm trying to get some stuff lined out. I haven't launched it yet, but it's coming.
Nice. Yeah, I got my merch right here. A couple of my shirts. I have another shirt that I don't physically have yet. I actually have it coming in the mail. It's got a witch and she's casting a spell, and the spell is there is no expectation of privacy in public. And I'm also working on my rash shirt, and then I'm going to do some hats and stuff too. But yeah, the thing about making merch that's great is that you can make merch, and if nobody buys it, it doesn't matter because they don't charge anything until someone orders it. So it doesn't cost you anything to design the merch and put it up there, you know, because it's made to order. So it doesn't hurt anything just to have it.
At Granger, I don't have to tell the judge that because the judge knows my name. It's on the bottom of the citation.
There you go. But yeah, they always say that, right? Well, my name's right there.
oh, is that what you tell the judge? And sometimes I wish I was a cop in these situations, but on the other hand, I know I'd be beating the hell out of these guys and getting fired. But it's like, I always like want one of them to say something like, oh, is that what you tell the judge? Oh, what's your name? Well, I'm not going to tell you my name. Is that what you tell the judge?
Yeah.
Right? I'm not going to give you an ID. I'm working on a story.
And you know how to fix that problem, Hez?
How? Punch him in the
When
mouth?
they say, I'm not going to ID, that's fine.
Yeah.
You can be arrested under John or Jane Doe.
There you go.
And you don't get out of jail until you prove who you are.
Yep.
No bond for you. Good
No.
day.
Yes, beautiful. I
Why
love
does that
that.
happen more often? I like that.
Well, I mean, it does sometimes. This is the problem. And this is sort of what I was getting at earlier with the idea that more and more people are starting to take things into their own hands when they come in contact with these guys, is because ultimately, with all of the crime that's going on, big, real, serious criminals out there, the court system doesn't want to waste thousands of dollars in time and money on a couple of idiots who got busted for trespassing or whatever. So most of the time, these guys do end up just getting a slap on the wrist at most. And so they don't care because their fans will immediately pay all their bonds and all their stuff. They'll just go on and e-beg for the money. So they don't risk anything financially. They just have their fans pay for it. So they figure they got nothing to lose. They don't care. Yeah. All right. So let me ask everybody this. I got this Ether. But everyone said if I did it with an Ethernet cord, it would be better. Is the show looking good tonight? Is everything going nice and smooth? Anyone see any problems? Or
well, except for
You know
where
what's
you just
funny?
froze.
Yeah, just as you said, I got an ether and it froze.
That's
His
funny
IAB
because
was
I
so
touched
bad.
it when I said that. Hold on.
Okay. No,
Yeah, I accidentally. Okay, so other than that, that's funny. But I was touching the cord as I was saying it, so I must have knocked it a little bit. I just bought it. I literally bought this cord like maybe 10 minutes before we went on the air. So this is the first time I'm testing it out. So
It'll
far so
definitely
good.
make your speed faster.
Yeah, it definitely seems like that. And I don't think I've been roboting or anything at all.
Nope.
No,
So
not at all.
yeah, well that's good. All right. So I think that's pretty much it, unless you guys got anything else you want to go over tonight.
Nope.
I'm good, man.
All right, excellent. Blue Bear, thank you so much for joining us. It's been a
Thank
blast.
you.
You're
It's been
welcome back
great. It's been a lot
anytime.
of fun.
Well, thanks
Yeah.
for having me. You know, I'm sorry about my dog barking in the background the entire show, but
That's all right.
apparently he's being full of himself today.
I'm a dog guy. We love hot dog. Jimbo says, great show. Yes. Thank you so much. Excellent show. Cat Woo, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I got the best fans. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all of the support and everything. You guys want to say your goodbyes, Blue Bear?
Yeah, thanks for having me up, man. Go check out at Blue Bear One. There should be some new videos out coming soon. I also have memberships available if you are interested and want to do that. It's not a requirement. Not sure when my next live show is going to be. My schedule's switching around a little bit, so hopefully things are going to get back to normal. And hopefully I'll have a live show coming up here in the next couple of weeks. And come in, say hello, hang out, send some super chats. You know, we all got to pay bills, but don't do it if you can't afford it. You know, I do this not for the money. I do it just to have something to do and help bridge the gap between the community and law enforcement. You know, this equipment's not cheap. And I paid for every bit of it out of my own pocket. If I don't make a dime off my channel, that's no big deal. It doesn't bother me. So, make sure you come by, check out at Blue Bear One, and thanks for having me.
All right. Well, you're most welcome. Thank you for joining us. It's been a blast. And how about you, Cupcake? What you got to say?
I would like to say thank Blue Bear for coming. It's been a lot of fun, and I respect everything that you do. Thank you for your service, and I hope you come back. And a special shout out again to Salacious for being so awesome and doing just about everything. And thank you, Hezokuai, for doing the show and allowing me to be a co-host. I look forward to it every Saturday. It's so much fun.
Awesome. And for anyone who doesn't know, Salacious made these. Handmade.
Yep. And it's never so much fun to make fun of frauditors like it is on Saturdays.
Excellent. I appreciate it. Glad you're here. All right. So, and then with that, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget, tomorrow, the Graham and Bob show, I'm going to be on. He's having me as a guest on his show tomorrow, the Graham and Bob show. I think that's going to be around 2 p.m. Eastern time or Central. It's 7 o'clock p.m. UK time. So I think that's 2 o'clock Central or so. And next Saturday, our guest is going to be Commentator Auditor. We're looking forward to that. Don't forget to join me on my Monday shows. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for all the support.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Sorry, I love you guys. Love you all.
Yes, love you all very much. Thank you so much. Thank you, Frauditor News Network. Thank you, Blue Bear. And thank you all. And you know what? In the morning show, my Elvis Nomo always says goodbye. So on this show, I'm going to have the doll say goodbye. And he says, I'm filming you. I'm filming you. You have no expectation of privacy. But we'll smack them down. All right. Good night, everybody.